You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Target 343, they're at 257.
Who are they playing?
Welcome back, buddy.
Thanks, bro.
England v Pakistan. England got like fucking the most runs on one day ever.
And they're going to lose. Suck shit to the English.
Suck shit. Well, I hope so. But also it was like they took like a sporting declaration. So they could have just fucking batted and drawn a game, but they like declared, made a game of it, and now Pakistan are making a game of it.
Well,
anyway, I don't give that much of a shit, but I think it's all right to have on in the background, you know. Shout out to KO if you want to watch it.
shout out to KO.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this isn't live, but
No, but, you know, if you want to watch cricket, that's what you watch
if you had a fucking time machine.
Well, but there's going to be cricket on. Well, you can go forward in time. So if you do have a time machine, you can just be watching cricket the rest of your life, I guess, technically.
You can go back in time. Can you go back? You can go forward in time.
Well, you can't do anything, but you could go back or forward.
Well, if you were to go at like in a spaceship and that went pretty quick, like super quick, when you came back, it'd be the future.
No, it wouldn't.
It would be.
But also like
Because it's been less time for you.
Yeah, but I don't believe that's true as it currently stands.
It
like,
is.
Or is it like by seconds?
No. Like if you got up to near the speed of light, it'd be
Right,
years.
we can't do
It'd
that
be
though, buddy.
years.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, but we will.
But we can't do that.
We'll
So
be
what
able
I'm
to.
saying is, no, we can't go forward in time right now or back in time.
But you can. But you can by
Theoretically.
milliseconds and shit.
Yeah, milliseconds.
Yeah.
But I mean, we probably went back in time flying from Melbourne. It's probably a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it's fucking backwards down there.
We went backwards. And we've come back into the future as well by coming back here. Because that place,
Well, yeah, because it's so backwards.
it's a backwards fucking...
It's like the fucking 20s.
We've
down
actually time travelled today twice. Down to
We have.
Melbourne, back up from Melbourne.
there. Yeah. We had some work down there.
Sorry.
Melbourne, listen. Am I like now a jet setter? Like, I reckon I'd probably give off jet setter vibes now.
These days,
Like, I reckon if people like saw me, they'd be like, that kid jet sets.
that guy's got some frequent flyer points.
Like, that guy looks like he's literally drowning in his own fucking points.
Yeah.
Like, what's that guy's status? Has he got like fucking statuses and shit?
Is there like some sort of special card to help fucking wrangle all these points?
Is that guy like a fucking silver velocity fucking frequent flyer over there, bro? Is that how much he's flying?
He's giving off that aura. It's the aura I'm getting. So for those of you that ever want to doubt our fucking work ethic, up at fucking 4 a.m.
Well,
this
up
morning,
with the fucking
the
birds,
sparrows
mate.
as they fart.
I only got back yesterday.
Eddie gets back yesterday. Next day we're up. I'm moving into a new house. Look how dirty my knees are. YouTube. That's from work.
We were on our knees today.
We were fucking on our knees down to Melbourne. Had to get a car, drive out to Woop Woop respectfully. Like I don't know where we
Well,
went.
listen, look. I don't think anyone that went there to where we went today would begrudge you for saying it was Woop Woop.
It was fucking Woop Woop.
We're in Woop Woop.
Woop Woop's not a negative connotation either.
No,
It just
no,
means
no.
it's
No,
the
no, no.
fucking back ass of nowhere.
When was Woop Woop negative? The place was fucking well
Beautiful.
appointed.
No, it was great.
We used the shitter, so I got the.
Well, I get to eye the backyard.
yeah. Well, I got to eye the house.
Yeah, I got to have a look around.
Beautifully appointed.
Respectfully.
Plenty of room to spread your legs.
Yeah.
Stretch. But you could have spread
Well, you
them.
could have. I mean, you could definitely have spread them. You could definitely.
There was a heap of room to spread them. Put
Yes.
that way.
That wasn't what we were there for, but you could have.
Well, we weren't spreading our legs. Legs were spread though.
Technically
Well,
they
they
were.
were.
Now, was it ours? Was it a dog's? We can't tell you.
Can't tell. Might have been a
I
pooch.
don't know if we can tell you.
Well, I don't know. Is it a surprise?
I don't know.
We weren't
We
inside
weren't
an
really
MD&A or
instructed
anything.
not to.
No, but I also feel like
I like giving it as keeping it for a little bit longer.
I think so. So we went down there at the back arse of nowhere,
Whoop whoop.
as it's commonly referred.
I believe it's Latin. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, it is Latin. Latin for fucking out the back of fucking nowhere. That's what it's Latin for.
Yeah, middle of nowhere.
Tom drove the Camry, did pretty well.
It's first time driving a half and half.
Well, it was a hybrid punters and dribblers.
I didn't know it was on. We were going,
You don't have the cunts going. That's the problem.
How do you turn this fucking thing on? We sat in a petrol station for near 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, it's on. I just put it in reverse. I'm like, oh, no, we can go now.
No, it was on the whole time.
It was fucking on.
But you're not used to the gentle hum, the gentle
There was
rum.
no hum, dude. You mean the continuation of silence. You hit it and it just goes,
It doesn't do
I'm on now, dude.
Yeah. But it wasn't given off on cues.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like going, you can drive
I
now,
reckon
bro.
the screen should have said, yeah, bruh.
We're on.
Yeah.
Whack me in reverse or drive, depending on which way you want to go.
We forward or back me.
Yeah.
Back me out if you
But
want.
I'm on.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Didn't get for those vibes. So we
No.
sat in the fucking petrol stove for a little while. Not ages.
Eating barbecue shapes.
Fucking oath we're eating barbecue shapes. Pulled over for the deodorant. I was, there was mild concern that
You were starting to get a bit pongy.
well,
Kalen.
yeah, you don't know the lay of the land at these sort of shoots, Tom. I don't know how fucking up close and personal with people I don't know I'm going to be getting. And
You don't want to be worried about getting a bit pongy.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be Kalen.
And as soon as you said you were pongy, I'm like, well, fuck.
And then you said, am I pongy?
And you said you could do with some deodorant.
No,
Now, I think that was more about you.
No. I said I can't be sure because you didn't have your armpits up. You would drive
Yes.
There's different. If you got your arms down,
It's not going to, well, I don't know.
I'm telling you that if you've got your arms down, Tom, it's going to be harder for me to run an eye over that thing
Or a nose.
or a nose, as it were. Don't need your eyes in that situation. In fact, they're not worth shit.
Some would argue if you were blind, you'd be able to smell better.
I bet you could. Shout out to blind people.
Good noses.
Great noses. Some of the best. Now, where am I? So we pull over. We got some deodorant. It was female. They didn't have any male left, but it did a fucking job.
They had Lynx Africa. And we were like, listen, we got to draw the line.
Listen.
We got to draw the line somewhere.
Me and Lynx Africa were good buds. We were fucking good mates in year 6, maybe year 7, maybe year 8. I don't know when we stopped. I don't know when we fell out of love, but it was a messy breakup. We've never been the same.
No.
I thought, fuck it, give me that female Rexona. Worked a treat. We had some barbecue shapes, Tom and I.
No, we were being piggies because we were hungry.
And I'd also had some fucking Red Rock Deli.
Yeah, and I'd had a croissant.
And we'd also had burritos. Tom and I have had a gluttonous day. Now, I don't want to point fingers, but...
Hold on. Hold the fuck on. You made me get a McFlurry, you cunt.
I didn't make you. You kept suggesting to me.
I didn't.
I went to get curly whirly squirrelies, and you were saying...
I was eyeing them up as well. Then you go to me.
You said they're probably worse for you than McFlurries. That's what you said.
I was looking at them.
Next minute, I'm in the line, and I've got fucking a flake, I've got caramel topping, and I've got a fucking M&M McFlurry.
Nah, dude.
Decadent as fuck.
No. What happened was... We both looked at Macca's and then we were like, do you want Macca's? We'd already eaten dinner at this point. Shout out to
the Hawker Bar.
The Hawker Bar, Asian street food.
Which we're still... Listen.
It stood up.
I'm not out of the woods yet.
I'm waiting to see how we go.
But,
we did both stop mid-meal and go, fuck, I hope we don't regret this.
Well, I think we rolled the dice with those fucking... With those pork spring rolls.
And the chicken thing.
The chicken
that
thighs.
Was
what were they?
I don't know what they were.
They were suspect. But
we get to our post-Asian street food meal and we go, look, and we are going to want something a little bit sweet. It's been a long day and we need something to just bring us up before the inevitable crash. So we went and we walked through the worst airport on the face of God's green earth, which is Melbourne Airport. We then realised that maybe it's not.
Well, no. We'd spent some time, Tom and I, in the Qantas terminal at Melbourne Airport, which we hate.
Yeah, no, we hate it.
We hate it there.
We
absolutely hate it.
More than I hate anything. I think as a podcast, number one is Melbourne Qantas domestic airport.
Yeah, and Tom and I have had run-ins there in the past, and we know now that we can't trust it. So Tom and I like to nip next door to the international terminal where we've
got a system.
We've got a system. We know there's a Macca's there that won't fuck us. And we thought, shit, is Macca's on a Monday arvo a bit smacky? Fuck it, we go to Hawker's Bar for a real smacky feed.
A real ritzy Asian street food dinner. That's nice. That's really good.
Black bean chicken and fucking sauteed chicken and shit.
Pork spring rolls in in fairness, tasted very little like pork.
It didn't taste like pork at all.
I didn't have them going, oh, that's the pork I was hoping for.
Yeah, that would. Listen, I was going to get the veggie. I thought it would have been safer, but be that as it may, the hawker bar stood up. We get into Terminal 3. We realise Terminal 3's dripping in goodies.
Yeah.
There's a Macca's in there. There's a Subway's, a Portos, I think, Tom. Shit everywhere. So now we're kids in a candy store. Options out the arse. Do I get curly whirly squirrelies? You know, do I nip over to Macca's and get a really decadent McFlurry? As it turned out, punters and dribblers, we went decadent.
Well,
and I tell you what, it played. I tell you why. Because you have a fucking high like you wouldn't believe. That's us walking to the gate.
Yeah,
you get on the flight.
Pound a bunch of sugar.
You get onto the flight. They rip the fucking, you know, they rip all the what's the word I'm looking for?
Oxygen.
Not oxygen. There's oxygen. You breathe.
Air pressure.
Yeah, but they're taking all the moisture. To rip the moisture out of the air, it makes you tired. I slept the whole time.
Well, yeah, no, you don't need a Valium and a bottle of whiskey. You just need to
Then a McFlurry.
have a McFlurry with caramel topping and a flake and Oreos crushed over the top of it, and you will have a natural crash.
You will.
And diabetes at the same time. But I don't want to defend myself slightly because you were the one that forced me to get McDonald's when you were there looking at Squirrelies, and I was like, I'm going to get us some waters. And you go, are you going back to McDonald's if I get Squirrelies? And I'm like, no, dude, I wasn't. You want to go to McDonald's, don't you?
No,
And
but
you're
you
like,
said, you go, put it this way. I won't be going alone.
exactly. I was, because you were getting Squirrelies. I'm like, I'm not going to be the fucking pig going and getting a fucking... I was thinking a thick
You were
shake
using
personally.
you were using suggestive language, and you were the one that said at the start.
I initially said
you
thicky.
you put it out into the universe.
Because I felt like a thickie might have been better than a fucking bag of pods potentially. I don't know, but I want to start looking at like kilojoules and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
well,
mean?
yeah.
You started reading the sugar content. I go, bro, you're not going to find any good news on the back of those things. No, it's not good for you.
No, it's not good for you. Anyway, we've fucking made it, punters and dribblers.
We've made it back. We had to fucking do laps around, do doughies around Sydney up above the clouds.
We did do doughies up there.
Because it was fucking lightning off out of its ass.
I slept though the whole way. Again, the crash. So I was sweet.
So did I. Do you know what? Because we both got. We like to get the exit row because there's a bit extra.
We like to
room
treat ourselves
for some tall boys. I was on the aisle on the exit row, and I'd at one point fallen asleep with my head out. This bitch dragged a trolley back and cracked me in the head.
I don't know why you were sitting there. You had the whole row. I would have been fucking horizontal, bro.
You weren't horizontal on the way there.
Yeah, but that was on the way up in the morning. We'd had our crash.
Yeah, in the end,
you were primed.
Well, no,
mate.
I went and moved over to the corner and leant up against the wall.
well, that's what I'm saying.
But I fell asleep, head pops out the side. This chick cracks me with the cart and she's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, you need to have like reversing mirrors on those things if you're going to bring them up.
Listen, Tom, I don't want to be cynical, but I reckon she saw her head there ripe for the fucking whacking.
Yeah, just so fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy with his fat head in the aisle. And she's
not-
like, she's had a long day herself. She's probably done fucking 4 or 5 trips back and forth. She's
You
like,
don't even
fuck him.
put words in her mouth. I don't know if my head's not that fat. You know, I mean, obviously, if
Well, it's big. It's sort of, you don't have a small head.
it's a nice size.
I'm not sitting here suggesting you have like a weirdly shaped head. I'm just saying it's big. It's a big head.
I think it's a fucking
You're
very
a man, bro. You're a big man. You know what I mean? I'll be leaning into that.
Yeah,
Go
no,
fucking
you're right.
okay.
I'm pretty big, aren't I? I'm pretty fucking big, aren't I? No, you're right. Sick. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Just pumping you up, bro.
Yeah, no, that's good, dude. I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome.
So then we got back. We go, you know, we didn't have any bags, so we just whipped straight through the fucking
Fuck,
airport.
it's nice whipping.
Dude, you whip straight through.
Fuck, it's good
Go
whipping.
out to the taxi line. The taxi guy goes, you guys go right up to number 2 and you wait there and I'm going to have a fucking cab for you in a second because there's a long line of cunts. And what was great was we got to see every single person behind us as taxis drove up to everyone except us and just start taking people away. And we're sort of looking down like, what in the fuck's going on here? We then signal to our friend, hey, bruh, remember us? The cunts you sent to the front?
And he goes, yep. And then he just starts pulling people in, cabs into like guys that have fucking just rocked up. Like, what is going on here?
I had to walk down the middle of the road,
Yeah, Tom had
basically.
to.
like I was trying to stop traffic, being like, "Hey, dude."
Tom's got more Karen in him than me, so like he plays his role.
I saw red. I get a bit fucking Jim Carrey and me, myself, and Irene without the like violence, just the more like I'm angry. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then once he's like, yeah, I'll get you a cab. I'm like, okay, I feel like the energy is now rushing out of my body.
Do you think that we got hoodwinked on the way here?
From that guy?
Yeah. Was that eyes up rugby league football from that bloke?
Maybe, but I mean, I also wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Like, he was fucking pretty pissed off. He'd been waiting for 2 hours and he has to drive like 5 minutes.
It's just I didn't see any traffic on the way in.
Is it the waiting bay in there, though? I think it's more there's so many cabs waiting to pick people up in the waiting bay that there's not enough people coming to pick up. So he's just waiting there for 2 hours until he goes in and picks someone up.
Right. Why wouldn't you just go nip into the city or something?
I think the fares are maybe bigger. Or maybe you'd usually think like you're taking people further away from the airport.
Yeah. Anyway, this bloke was absolutely devastated that he was only coming this far, which I'm always confused by. It's like I understand that you want a longer fare, but surely there's just as many short fares. Like, people aren't walking from the airport.
But if you've waited for 2 hours...
But it's a lottery, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's why he was upset, because he got fucked in the lottery.
Yeah, until he met two nice gentlemen.
Well, he asked for $45, and we went...
He asked for 35.
No, he only said 45 both times. The you misheard him.
Oh, did I mishear him?
Yeah. So he goes, I go, fuck me. We get in and we were bitching about the guy fucking us in the cab line. And then he goes, oh, I've been waiting for 2 hours. And we were like, oh, okay. Just to Alexandria, thanks. And then he's like, oh. And then, sometimes you can't tell if they're talking to you or their mate on the phone. Mm-hmm. We're like, what was that, dude? And then he's not talking to us, and we sort of tell him the address again. And he's like, I've been waiting for 2 hours, and now I've got to drive around the corner. And he's like, can you give me... Eddie goes, I will give you a tip. And he's like, $45? And we were like, whoa. Jesus Christ, dude. $45. It's going to be like a $7 fare. You're asking for a fair bit, dog.
You had a nice...
And then he was nice, and we kept talking to him. We were like, fuck it, we'll give you $45, bro.
We're just nice people.
It's the holidays.
It is the holidays. You got to spread the holiday cheer, Tobler.
You got to top me up as well. Spread me some cheer.
It's important, punters and dribblers, at this time of year to spread the holiday cheer.
Yeah, you got to.
Don't forget that. I'll be spreading the holiday cheer this year, punters and dribblers. I'm going balls deep this year, Tom. I've decided.
What do you mean?
I'm getting my place lighted up, bro.
Oh, yeah. Not out the front.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, fuck yeah. It's time.
Oh.
Yeah. We're getting wreaths and shit, dude. I'm going to go to the fucking Christmas warehouse and just see what fucking comes to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I want like little reindeers.
Oh, you're going like, are you going to have like a winter wonderland out the back of your house?
Listen, this is like my first like foray into it. Before I've lived in apartments and shit, I've lived with other people. I'm like, this is my chance to really grab the bull by the horns.
Yeah, be your own Christmas man.
Be my own Father Christmas.
Yes.
Like I am Kris Kringle sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't use Kris Kringle.
No, it's Santa Claus.
But like in this context, maybe I am a bit of Kris Kringle about me, And obviously, Ella's probably going to fucking veto a lot of the stuff that I'll like.
Are you going to do like Santa with like a machine gun?
Well, she's just going to think it's tacky. But I think there will be middle ground, Tom, that we can find. And I'm going to fucking light this bitch up. And
I'm now a Christmas man because it's like fun for children. So
you're gonna have to do the same thing.
Yeah, don't worry.
Have you done the front? You done your front?
Well, have I yet?
Yeah.
No, dude. I'm still moving into my fucking house. I'd appreciate if you get off my back.
I thought you were done. Last time we talked, you're 90% done.
Yeah, but it's 90%.
You said you were waiting on the children's beds.
It's 90% done, but that's like 90% of the shit's in the house. But there's still shit at mum's house. You've still got to put some shit together. I've still got to go to fucking storage and barrel, get a couple of things.
Because it's already December, 5th?
Yeah.
Technically, this shit should be up December 1, really.
Well, fuck that. But I will be getting, maybe in the next week, we'll get a Christmas tree. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go like, we've already got lights up in the backyard or in the back. We've got like a back sort of atrium glass house fucking thing. It's hard to explain if you're not in the house. So there's some lights up there.
I've seen that.
Steph's mum one of the great providers of shit, and she's given us plenty of Christmas stuff that we have, like, to carry with us. So we've got Christmas decorations already in the house. There's elves. What the fuck's an elf on a shelf? What is it?
Well, the elf sits on the shelf.
Right, okay. But so does fucking anything. So, like, I just don't understand the elf on the shelf thing.
Well,
It was in the bathroom this morning.
I think it rhymes.
But do you have to move it around? Like, is it every day he's meant to be moved somewhere?
I think he's got to be in a new spot every day to
Why?
give the illusion that
That he's moving.
he's alive.
So it's like a thing for the kids.
Oh,
but I didn't.
I've never done that before.
I also think I got sunburned today. Is my face a bit red?
Your
Even though
face is always red. You got psoriasis.
That's violently unfair. It is true.
But is that untrue?
No, it's not untrue.
It was raining all day. You didn't get
You
burnt.
can get burnt in the overcast.
Fuck off.
Dude, look at my fucking forehead.
Okay.
It feels red and burnt.
Come here.
I FaceTimed fucking Evie and she was like, your face is red. I'm like, hey.
No, your face. I don't
Dude,
know.
it feels
Maybe
sunburnt.
you just flustered.
It
or
feels
something.
sunburnt. I took my hat off, so we weren't two guys in hats. That's what you
Yeah.
do for fucking content.
That's true. It's probably not
Anyway,
bad.
elf on a shelf, dude. It was in the shitter this morning. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in my house?
Are you a new tree? Like, are you a real tree guy?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like growing up, we were a fake tree family. Now, I think that it was probably a lot of ease in that. You know,
Fucking, I get it.
you just get it out. It's consistent. It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
You know what you're getting. But there is something charming about getting a real one.
I like a real tree.
There's a smell to it, a scent. It gives off a bit more of a vibe, Tom.
I think it's like you got a fucking tree in your house.
You got a
You
tree.
know?
Yeah, fuck yeah. But you also go and get it.
You go and get
there's
it.
a bit of man in that,
Yeah.
you know?
I got the saw out for our last tree. I just saw off bits of the tree.
Well, you have to saw off the bottom, Tom, because once they cut the cunt, I don't know why I did cunt then, but I did.
Some people say we swear too much.
I know.
And unnecessarily.
And
I
that-
disagree.
well, listen, that was one of the moments where you go, shit, maybe I did. Anyway, you cut the cunt so that the water could get into it, because apparently the
They
wax
seal the cunt
the wheel seals the cunt off. That's right. Anyway, cunt of a thing if you don't cut the cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's man shit. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
you got it
yeah.
over your shoulder.
Yeah. It's itching you.
Yeah, it's
Your
itching
arms
you.
get all fucked
and your
up.
missus is going, can I help you? Going, fuck
Get
no.
away from
I'm
me.
a man.
I'm a man. Let me saw this thing up.
I'll fucking throw it in the tray this time because I've got a ute and shit.
Yeah, well, I'll be borrowing it.
You can borrow it if you want to do man
No,
shit.
I'm going to have to. Well, now you've got your ute back. Well, you haven't got your ute
Well,
back.
I'm giving back tomorrow, apparently.
Got to go out to where?
Hopefully. Got to go out to Mount Druitt.
Why is it out there?
Well, it was left in St. Mary's by some fucking...
Hoodlums.
I don't know if they're friends of the show, but
Well, they've given us some content.
they've given us content.
You can't
I'm not
knock
gonna-
them
listen,
for that.
Listen, I'm not going to begrudge 4 young gentlemen from, maybe having a bit of a fucking good time. Like, how about this? How about this? Fucking try this on for size, cunts. I get home and I'm opening mail, as you do. There's always fucking mail. I don't know. It pisses me off. And they're always fines for some reason. Going through them.
This one makes sense.
Open one up. I go, fuck me dead. I have got a fine here. These hooligans, check the date. Yep, doing 120 and a 60. 13 grand is the fine.
Shit.
$13,048. I'll get a photo of it when I get home, and you can.
13,000 is just
you can insert
so
it.
much money.
It is unfucking believable.
Is that when they were going down the wrong way on the M2?
I don't know. Yeah. Great Western Highway. They were somewhere. 13 grand because it's in a company name. So I think because if you turn around and claim that, you lose your license on the spot, or you can get around it by. Do you know how that you can pay fines
Through the business.
So if you're driving a company vehicle but they can't prove who was driving it, you can pay it through the company. You pay out the arse, but no one loses points. So in this situation, doing 125 and a 60, you're probably looking at loss of your license.
Well, if there was any rhyme or
So if
reason
I
to
wanted,
that-
listen, I could, in theory, just pay the fine
I mean,
if I had something wrong with me.
yeah, if you're an idiot.
Anyway, I almost fucking threw up. I go, Jesus Christ! Because you don't look at the dates and the times and shit
You
first.
just think you've done something wrong.
You just think you fucked up royally. I'm like, oh my God, is this thing jackpotted out the arse? What have I done?
Would it shock you if they started charging you 13 grand for fucking...
Would it shock you if they try and fucking get me to pay this? The fines department's probably sitting there licking their little lips going, oh, baby, revenue. Write those Christmas fucking bonus checks now, baby. We got some dickhead for 13 Gs. Listen, I'll be fighting it to the High Court if required. Surely it won't be that hard.
Mate, you'll be right.
But you can borrow my ute, Tom. I am picking it up tomorrow, fingers crossed, from Mount Druitt
But
holding station.
You got to go get the keys first from the police station.
Got to get the keys for the police station. So I'm on the blower today. Can I speak to fucking Constable so-and-so? Well, I don't know if he's working today, right?
Tell you what, we won't say his name, but his name was...
Listen, his name sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Like while you're talking to them.
Yes. Now, it'll take a smart little cookie to work that out, but there's a clue there.
I thought you were joking when you were on the phone to him in the car. I was like, this could not be a fucking... this could not be the fucking name of this guy.
He's got the day off. So then I'm getting the run around, and then I'm like, we get on to some bloke, and he's like, oh, he's not around, but can I help you? So I'm like, well, mate, have you got my keys? Because someone came and picked them up. They've got to be there somewhere. He's like, well, I don't know if they're there. And I'm like, well, where are they? He's like, well, I'll find out. And then I'm asking, am I going to be able to wipe these fines with you blokes? Because I got some fucking sizable fines that I need to sort out. And I don't really want to pay him. He's like, mate, I'll give you a police
Shit
report.
wasn't cheap.
Yeah, well, expensive holiday. I can't now be paying this fucking fine. Anyway. He just doesn't get back to me. I think I missed a couple of calls from him, and then I call him back at 3 o'clock. He's gone home.
Yeah,
I'm
knocked
like,
off.
What are these blokes doing?
It's a Monday, dude.
It's fucking Monday. What is going on? The holidays around the corner. I was surely having some time off. Anyway, maybe they start early. I'll call him at 6 and go, well, that's an 8-hour
Yeah,
day.
where are you, bruh?
Anyway, because I'll get the runaround tomorrow. I'll fucking go out to that. I'll go out to Gordon looking for the keys. They won't be there. Then I'll have to go to North Sydney. I don't know why. Maybe just because I think he mentioned it once. Then I go out to Mount Druitt. Big day tomorrow.
Yeah, you got a big
Don't
day.
stop. I'm fucking all over the map.
Well, that's why we're late night podcasting, because we are not available tomorrow.
Yep. I'll be out in the Golden West.
Yeah,
as
man.
they kept saying at rugby league football time.
Well, the grand
no one's
final.
referred to it as the Golden West in their entire
Grand final was
life.
Golden West. Okay. Maybe that is what they call it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
Well, no one's ever said it literally in my life. Like, I've never heard it in my entire life except for this year. The Golden West, the Golden. What are you talking about?
I'd
called
never.
the West.
In fairness, I'd never heard of Zoomies when you and that producer today were talking about them.
No, you hadn't.
Have you heard about Zoomies?
Yeah.
What are they?
It's when a dog gets super excited and it
Fuck
runs
me
around.
dead,
'cause
dude.
it's
Where
just
did I?
a-
What? Where did I grow up?
Can I tell you one that I got late? Real late. Like, I was like 21. Maybe later. Ditto. Someone said it. I go, what are you talking about? They're like, ditto. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? They're like, same. I'm like, no, it doesn't. They're like, yeah, it does. I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, first time
Some things slip you.
First time I heard ditto was when me and Steph, I think I asked her out. When I asked her out, I said like whatever the fuck I said.
What did you say?
I can't remember, but I remember saying like I
Was
like
it smooth
you.
or was
No, it wouldn't have been smooth, dude. But I said like something nice, like I like you or whatever, and she just said ditto, and I went, excuse me? She said ditto. I go, what the fuck's that, mate? Similar situation here. It means me too. I'm like, well, you know what? Darl, I just said something nice, and I think rather than just like copy and pasting what I said, maybe you can say something nice.
I think ditto's pretty fucking lazy, to be honest.
It's very fucking lazy.
Yeah.
I also hate it. I don't like the sound of it either.
hate ditto. It's shit.
Yeah.
I've never liked it.
I've always found it a bit. I don't use it.
Listen, I feel like I've got like...
Is that Latin, Tobler? Where's Ditto come from? We don't have Dio Dave tonight. Dio Dave's out on a hot date.
He's on a hot, sweaty, hot date. Listen, I don't know if I don't like ditto because I don't like the sound, or if I don't like ditto because of I was laughed at because I found out.
Nah, I don't like it or the sound.
It's Latin for same thing or already said.
Yeah, Latin.
Yeah,
Italian.
You're welcome.
Can
Just like whoop whoop.
Can I tell you something? If I was English, I'm not. But if I was, I'm not. But if I was, and I saw Jack Leach with the seed, looking to take 4 wickets in the final session, day 5.
That is his number 56.
I'd be displeased.
Yeah. Pakistan need 83 more runs to win. I wonder how much time they've got. They're looking at the clock right now.
Well, given that T's only just started, T was, 15, 20 minutes ago, you'd have to assume they've got at least an hour. They've probably got 2 hours.
Dude, just noodle it around, boys.
Because they wouldn't have bowled the overs.
Just noodle it around, Pakistan. This would be a famous win. They just got a fucking wicket.
I'd be highly concerned if I was English, which I'm not.
Thank God.
Thank the fucking heavens I'm not English.
Does that fan on Tobler wig out the lights, or is it because the lights are below the fan it doesn't?
I think, Tom, that you'll find that because the light's below...
So I was looking at it going, why isn't it wigging out? And then as I was asking the question, I think I realised...
That's because we used to have the light on above and we were concerned about that.
Because it was giving me epilepsy.
But now we've solved the issue and we can have that fan on, which is quite nice.
It is feeling quite nice.
I'm really enjoying it. Do you get it over there in your little dark corner, Tobler?
Yeah, that's why I had it on today. Just a bit of fresh air.
Now I am back.
You're back.
I'm back.
You happy to be back?
I'm fucking happy to be back.
Actually? Like, you know when you get to a holiday, sometimes you do want to go home. Sometimes you're like, fuck, I got to go home.
3 weeks is a good amount of time. 3 weeks is a good hit out.
Oh, wicket, England, leg slip. Sorry?
3 weeks is good. 3 weeks is a nice time.
Yeah.
I felt so a week at the start to like unwind and get honeymoony and shit. Then like a week of partying in the middle, which, you know, I've got a little bit of that in me.
Yeah.
And
you need to scratch that itch.
Sometime I need to scratch that itch. Consider it scratched. And then we unwind at the end. Nice bit of Bahamas time. Had a bit of a party in Miami. Connor, I nipped in there to see a friend of the show, Connor Walsh. Shout out to you, bro. That was good fun. But so I'm feeling good about it. I've also, punters and dribblers, realised that if you can take 3 weeks on the lead into December, then you've got December where you're ripping and tearing anyway, and there's duties are lighter given the time of year. Then I got fucking January. Everyone takes January off. You sort of got like 3 months off.
Yeah, so you're you don't have to come back and get straight back into work.
So I've taken
although that job isn't hard.
Like I've taken 3 weeks off really for the honeymoon, plus sort of a week with the wedding. Call it 4, and I've got myself 3 months off. Yeah, sort of.
Like
obviously, I worked my ass off today.
No, well, today was one of the great lifts.
But do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's a nice time to come back. It's nice to come back when people are relaxed.
Yes.
People are happy.
Yeah.
There's festive cheer in the air.
Yeah, you can get into your Christmas work.
People are in Christmas mode, Tom. So it was nice. But
question. Did you end up flying to go see those pigs? Because I saw photos of you and pigs, and you were like, we're not going to see the pigs.
Listen, I said to you that we weren't flying to the pigs. I also said to you that I wasn't getting on a fucking speedboat for 2 hours there and back. That's what happened. We didn't do that. Of course we
Where'd
didn't.
you see the pigs?
So a mate of mine, Connor, same bloke, Connor Walsh, in Miami, he nipped down there to Bahamas like a year ago. He's like, "Oi, bro, if you want to go on a boat tour, give this fucker a call." And I was like, well, as it stands, Ella wanted to go on like a bit of a boat for a birthday. Get in contact with old mate. He's like, "Mate, I'll take you around to all these islands. There's also an island with pigs on it, close."
So not 2 hours away.
No, 15 minutes. So now we're killing birds with stones, as it were.
Okay.
A fucking terrific day, dude. God, it was nice.
I want to hear about the pigs, but I was so hoping that the bravado of last Monday's podcast, again, I'm not fucking getting on a speedboat to go see some fucking pigs, and I'm also not going on a fucking flight to go and see pigs, then cut together with you being like, hey, here you go, feeding piggies, and it was like you were the most excited motherfucker to see pigs I've ever seen.
Yeah. So I didn't do that, but I will admit that I was excited to see the pigs. So we're getting out there. He's like, "Mate, let's go scuba diving." Ella's wigging out about sharks the whole time, but he placated her. It was like, there's a reef. They're not going to cross the reef.
Scuba diving?
Not scuba diving, snorkeling. He's like, or you put your head down there, like there's so many fish down there, you couldn't possibly count them. And I'm like, fuck off, mate. Like he's talking shit, this bloke, because you can't see anything on top of the surface. Head down, more fish than I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
Fucking thousands of fish. Then he starts feeding them, and they're like coming at you and shit. It was hilarious. It was fucking funny. I was having a time of my life. Ella's squealing next to me like a schoolgirl. She maintains they had big teeth coming out and shit. I'm like, mate, give it a rest. You are being pathetic. Anyway, then we nip over to the pigs. The pigs come out like we paid for the pigs as part of this tour. I don't know what he ends up paying them. It's probably a nominal fee.
To what? See them?
To see them. It's like, you know.
So these aren't just wild pigs?
No, it's money making, mate. They've got them, apparently there's an island called Rose Island, really long but narrow. And he's like, their pigs are just out the back, just fucking chilling out, wandering around. Then they come out and you got a cup full of apple with a little skewer, and you just feed them, and they're fucking adorable.
And you pat them and shit?
You can pat them and shit. They're like, you know, hoinking and oinking, and I was going to do it, but I won't.
No, I thought you were about to start.
Yeah,
I was hoping you were going to.
I was going to, and I was
honestly,
like, no,
I think we were all hoping there was an oink.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Well, give us an oink.
Can you oink?
Give us an oink.
Is that an oink? Is that a snort?
Well, it's a snort.
What's an oink?
Well, give us one.
You give me one.
Because you're the one who's seen pigs, dude. Oh, fuck.
I'm doing my best. Anyway, Ella's holding them and shit, having a time. The little piglets are running around. Then the big sows come out. They're like, whoa, fuck.
The big what?
The big mummers.
Oh, is that they're called sows?
The big mummers come out. Once the mummers come out, it's sort of wrapped up, and that was it. It was short.
Because they get a bit etch?
No, they're not etch. It's just once the fucking sows come out, then the piglets want to chase the mummers, and then the mummers fucked off, and then the piglets want to fuck off too. You're sort of like, I'm not going to go chasing these things. Like we had a good little giggle here. Very, very cute. Elsa was in heaven. It was her birthday, so she was, as I said, she was a happy little camper. And then he just nips us around to this bar, middle of nowhere. People in there had a fucking great cheeseburger. We're just on the piss all afternoon. It was unbelievable.
That's lovely.
In the middle of nowhere. God, it was good stuff. Absolutely.
Bahamas should go, like recommend.
I'd go there. Fuck yeah. 100%. Mate, it was 2 hours and 20 minutes from New York flight time. 2 hours and 20 minutes. All the billionaires live down there. He's like showing us houses like, that's Oprah Winfrey. Well, they don't live there. They've got houses there. That Oprah Winfrey's house. That's Michael Jordan's house. That's Mick Jagger's house. He might have been talking shit, but like...
We used to do that when we were on our mate's boat around Sydney, and we'd tell people they were celebrities' houses. I think we told Street that like Heath Ledger's house was fucking like 12 different houses.
Yeah, listen, he could have been talking shit, but it's so close. It's the half an hour flight to Miami. Like, it's right there. Had an absolute ball.
I mean, obviously, my life no longer affords me an ability to holiday, so I can think about it, though. The thought's nice.
Listen, it's beautiful and warm. Wasn't too humid because it was winter, not summer. The water is divine.
Yeah. Blue.
Blue as blue can get. The resorts will rip your eyeballs out and eat them.
Okay. They will do that. That's just what it is.
They rip them out.
And then they eat them.
Taxes, gratuity. Oh, it's not as expensive as America because there's less taxes and shit, but they'll just pound your ass.
Yeah. You just got to be prepared. You bring the Vaseline
and you just cop it, and that's that. But as long as you're happy, do you want some more?
That's exactly what I want.
As long as your happiness and you enjoying yourself, Tom, then like I'm happy to get pounded.
Yeah, yeah.
Bahamas was good except for... Now, I don't know if you've noticed that I've been like carrying my... have you noticed stiffness in your old mate?
No, I haven't. Not today.
Been masked.
I've been also like, you know, I've been in my own feelings today. But like that's maybe why I haven't paid too much attention to your own.
Yes.
What's happened here?
There's been stiffness in me.
Have you got stiffness?
Stiffness. So
you need to get back to Jeff Athletic?
Well, I think I need to go fucking see like a physio or some shit.
Oh, this is bad.
So the last day in the Bahamas, it's a little bit wet. It's overcast, raining a little bit. And I'm like, Elsa, did you know that there's a water park?
Oh, my God. Okay.
in this resort.
We've got an 8-year-old in our hands.
And she's like, yeah, there is. And I'm like, oh, let's go fucking pound that fucker into the earth. There's no one there. It's midweek. It's raining, a little bit overcast. So desire for Waterpark isn't overly high.
Well, it's not optimal water park fucking weather, is it?
But it is if you're fucking 31 with a thirst to be young again.
Yeah, right.
Because there's no lines, bro.
Yeah, right. You can get straight to the top of the mountain or whatever it is.
We were having the time of our lives.
What sort of rides are we talking? What sort of
like,
things
you
are we
know, like
doing?
you got the big family rafting one. So me and Els are on there. She's shitting herself out the gate. I'm like, let's just get up there and rip in. She's like, no, I don't know. I'm not comfortable. I'm like, fucking shut up, bitch. Let's get in there. So we got those giant ones, and you're in there like the family one, but it's just me and Ella. Hilarious. She's squealing the whole time like a girl.
Yeah.
Pardon the, you know what I mean. Don't get feminist on me. Like, it was what it was. She was squealing.
She's a girl. She was squealing.
She's a girl. That was hilarious. Like
Long day.
Like the fucking just eyeballing her was almost part of the joy. Her just squealing and fucking carrying on. God, it was good. Then there's the one where you're in together. Then there's one where they put you in and then the floor drops and you like plummet.
Oh, Jesus.
It was fucking...
So you drop, then you hit the slide and sort
hit
of
the
shoot
slide,
out.
yeah. So we're pounding all the
This
rides.
sounds like a Disneyland at a hotel.
That was genius. They're like, how do you get the kids down here? Waterpark.
Yeah.
But it's set up perfectly. There's bars and shit for
Maybe
mum and
this is the
dad.
place for
so
us
if you
to
got
go.
like 10-year-olds, right, you go, fuck it. In you get. Mum and dad will be at the beach club on the piss.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Knocking back margs and pina coladas.
Tequila bars and shit everywhere. We had a couple
Okay.
at 10 a.m. Perfect. You just sit there and get blind. Your kids go and have a good time. Then there's the one you float around. Anyway, we're having a ball, man. Having an absolute ball. Morale was high. As high as morale can get. Then it starts drizzling, raining, getting a bit heavier. And I got her a camera for a birthday. Not your one, re-gifted. Not our one, re-gifted. Like a
She
film
said
one.
my one. I'm like, I didn't buy your fucking camera.
Our one.
Like,
and
you
it's like,
re-gifted my camera. What
and
the
I
hell is-
said, leave it under. We'll leave it under the seats. She's getting a bit nervous about it. So like, we'll go back and get it. So we put the towel over our head, and we're like walking together, and it's raining, and then fucking, you know, there's signs everywhere saying it's slippery and shit. I'm not seeing it. I got my head down. I'm also like holding Elza and like holding the towel and stuff. Anyway, we're like walking down this hill, and it's slippery, and we've just fucking slipped, and I've gone like literally like in the sign, horizontal, bro.
Horizontal season.
It is horizontal season, but like the worst kind of horizontal. And I can't brace my fall, and I've just fucking landed like bang, like here, like on my like top of my shoulders, like neck area, bro. Like fucked myself up. Ella was like, there was like hectic
Connection. Were you in like slides?
No, barefoot.
Wow, because I always feel like barefoot's where you're going to be safer.
No, because these fuckers were changing the concrete from like a rough shelly one that had heaps of grip to like a slippery one.
Oh, Jesus.
Like really slippery. I'm like, at a water park?
Yeah, no. You need this thing to be grippy as all
There's
fuck.
kids running around. Well, in summer, there'd be kids running around everywhere. It's a water park, so it's always going to be wet, and it fucking rains all the time in the Bahamas anyway. It's the dumbest thing everywhere. That's why they got signs everywhere. I didn't know. So I've fucked myself up.
Now, can I ask, when you land, because sometimes when you fuck yourself up in public, you get up really quickly and dust yourself off. And you're like, no, I'm good. I'm all right. No, it's fine. And even though you're in pain, were you like rolling around on the ground for a little while? Or did you bounce straight up?
I bounced up. I bounced straight up. But
like poker face?
No, I bounce up and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I'm like wigging, being like, where did I land? And then I'm like, it wasn't my head. My head didn't hurt, but my neck was like getting stiffer and stiffer. And I'm like, then you start getting a bit noisy about your neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
right.
like,
You
what?
start thinking,
What's going on here, bro? And Ella's like, you right? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you're not saying much. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to digest this. Kid's gone quiet.
It's gone internal.
Kids got internal, rattled at the fucking water park, dude. And then they're like, then they're like, the Bohemian, that's the word.
Bohemian.
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 Bohemian, not
you sure?
Bohemian.
Not
Bohemian.
Bohemian,
Not Bohemian.
Bohemian.
Bohemian. Figured it out.
There you go.
They were like, oh, you right? Like, do you want to get medical attention? And I'm sort of like, do I want medical attention?
Yeah, am I going to make this a big thing?
Am I making this a big thing? They're like, you probably should get it if you're going to get it now. And I'm like, oh, the neck's involved. Maybe I'll get it. Anyway.
You got it?
So dumb. I shouldn't have got it. They're fucking running around whistling, bro. Like,
Oh, no.
and I'm like, oh, fuck.
no.
It wasn't busy, but I'm also like, this is a bit hectic. And
This
it's
is a
like,
bit over the top.
no one's coming. And it's just like,
no.
they're just whistling constantly and shit. Like, it's, and now I'm going, do I really need medical attention? But maybe I do. I don't know. Like, is it better to be safe than sorry?
Yes,
Maybe.
it is. I guess.
I
mean, you just slipped over. It doesn't sound like it was.
Onto my neck.
Yeah.
I know.
But, like, did you bend? Is it just the back of your neck?
Like here.
Just banged it, though.
Yeah. But I'm rattled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. I was
Yeah.
rattled. I was in shock. And now I'm making poor decisions.
yeah, emotional decision.
So Ella's like, I'm going to go get the camera. I'm like, all right, well, I'll wait here. She's obviously more concerned about the camera than me. The man she's just married. And that's
Slipped and fucked his bra.
slipped and fucked his neck. And then so they're whistling and they rock up in like a van and like a cart. And so
Like they're coming to get you off the field on a stretcher.
So now I'm getting like driven through this water park, dude, in the rain, in a fucking, in a medical car.
Oh no!
I'm
dude.
like, this is almost the most emasculating moment of my
Dude,
life.
It is. That's so tough. Did Ella see you in that state, or she'd gone?
No,
by
she'd
this
gone,
point?
and thank God, because she probably wouldn't have ever rooted me again. Oh my God, we get in there, they do all the checks, and then I think they were just worried that I wasn't going to sue them. I think that was the general vibe I was getting in the medical centre was like,
Don't sue us.
don't sue us. That's what I was getting. I'm like,
all the doctors were actually just lawyers.
anyway, neck's been stiff as a fucking, like the next day it was fucked. I'd like,
Stiff.
no, because you know when your neck, like obviously if something's weak, the rest of your neck has to compensate, and then it makes it really sore. It's like if you crick your neck, the other side of your neck gets fucking sore from doing all the heavy lifting. I don't know how much heads weigh, but heads are heavy.
Well, you fucking made a great point about my head earlier in this podcast.
Well, heads are heavy. Yours would be 30 kilos, probably 40.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Got a heavy tongue.
and so it was, the next day was tough. I'm pounding Nurophens and Valium.
Get any massage or anything? Like a.
No, I didn't want anyone touching it. Leave it alone.
That's so annoying to finish like that.
Oh, I know, dude. I was...
And then so at least you got a nice fucking bizzo flight. That must have been...
Mate.
As if you sat in economy with that neck.
Mate, I don't think I would have made it.
No, that would have been fucked.
I don't
dude.
think I would have made it.
No, that would have been...
Honestly, like today even was tough. And
Really?
I'm fucking 4 days later.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it would have been fucked.
Because
like-
it's hard on a neck generally sleeping in economy, let alone having a bad neck going into it.
So, thank the fucking lucky stars. I tell you what, I give you that tip. Business is fucking, it's the fucking,
I got upgraded once.
It's the
time I've been in
fucking-
there. It's the bee's knees.
it's the bee's knees, bruh. Like the cost of this flight, if I were to buy it, is so prohibitively expensive. I think it was like $9,000 each if I was to buy it for me and Ella. I'm like, who's got that laying around?
Big dogs.
You got to have a huge willy.
Yeah, it's big dick
Or,
city.
or a big V.
Yeah, big dicks, big vages.
You got to be loose as a goose or hung like a moose.
That should be on the fucking entry of the Qantas business class lounge. Loose as a goose or hung like a moose. Welcome to Qantas business class.
Or the pinners that fucking got classic reward flight. With points.
Oh, dude. That's good stuff. Yeah. No, you do. You do have to be able to afford that shit.
But thank the fucking heavens, a classic award flight popped up.
Any movies on there? Used to be, time was you'd get on a flight and you might see movies that weren't out yet. That's what I remember from back in the day.
There was like, they had like Top Gunnage, the new Top Gun, and the fucking new Thor and all that shit.
You watched Top Gun? I used to see it.
I watched it at the movies. I watched Where the Crawdads Sing. Good movie.
Good movie, right?
I was a bit teary, but I was also fucking blind drunk. Oh, mate.
Dude, apparently you get teary on flights. There's something about that.
Again, neck issues. So the big fella was working double Jamisons on the rocks into the earth in the lounge. Then I got on board and
watch Where the Crawdads Sing.
Keep it coming. I was in heaven, dude. I was so fucked. Like late at night, I was so pissed. I'd been fucking plowing Jamisons. And then I had a Valium, and then I finished on Bailey's, dude. I was sipping Bailey's.
You should have had a McFlurry.
And out we went.
Did you?
That's how you.
Did you pick
do
the
it.
twist at the end of Where Are the Crawdads? Do you remember the twist?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I do remember the twist. I didn't. No, I got to be honest.
Do you remember the twist?
No, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And she put it in the book.
Yeah. I didn't pick the twist either, and I was like, I was annoyed that I felt like I should have picked the twist.
I actually got it all wrong. I was like, she's going to be found,
but
then she was found, and I was like, oh. Like, I thought it would have been one of those, like, movies where it's like, nah, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah,
you've been fucked over your whole life and you're getting fucked over again. That's what I thought it was going.
Whoops.
I finished with Training Day, dude.
Oh, it's a great film.
I finished with Training Day.
King Kong hasn't got shit on me.
Denzel
ain't got shit.
Denzel won an Academy for that.
He did.
An AW, Tom. Oh, Academy Award. AA.
Oh, no. I was like, excuse me.
Wheels are falling off. And I think he fucking earned it.
Yeah,
he
he
was
did.
terrific in that.
Shout out to Ethan Hawke.
Where's Ethan gone?
He's a bit of a just how you go. You getting more ice?
Thanks.
Fucking, that's eyes
Good.
up. That's eyes up.
Good, buddy.
He's
Love
cut
that.
to a wide. He's going to get some ice.
I'm a big fan of Ethan's work in that movie.
Look,
I couldn't tell you what else he's done, Tom.
Nah, look, he's been in some other things, but Ethan
What
Hawke's,
else has he done?
I think he was in River Wild as a young child, which is a rafting movie.
Sure.
Has
he done anything else as an adult that you can name?
Was he in like fucking... He wasn't in Dazed and Confused, was he?
I don't think I've seen Dazed and Confused.
He also probably wouldn't have been an adult, considering Matthew McConaughey was like an 18-year-old in that film.
Anyway,
Ethan's been in some shit, but he's not...
Ethan went the way of the VCR, I think.
No, look, he's still knocking around.
He's knocking around.
I think me and Sebo spoke about this on our fucking heavily inebriated podcast last week, but he was rejected from a party at P. Diddy's house and he started crying.
Fuck off.
That's the yarn.
Did he?
What's more embarrassing, crying when you get rejected from a P. Diddy party or
slipping over to Waterpark?
No, people thinking you stick gerbils up your ass like Richard Gere.
Gerbils is way worse.
You reckon?
Way worse.
I don't know,
Everyone
dude.
alive knows that yarn.
I'm saying, what's more embarrassing to do?
People thinking you put gerbils up your ass when you don't, or do, is worse than crying when P. Diddy let you in, because then you're just a loser.
As opposed to a gerbil
As
freak.
opposed to like a freak.
Yeah. Listen, jury's out.
Jury is out. Finished on Snatch. Oh,
another wicket.
Don't win this.
Gloved
cunt.
it. They're going to win it. They're going to win it.
Finished on Snatch. Great fucking film.
Great fucking film.
Great fucking film, Snatch.
Also, Eva Longoria in Training Day.
Ooh.
She's one of the hottest women all time.
Damn, shorty.
She's one of the hottest women all time.
She's smoking.
Yeah.
Who's the gorgeous woman at the start of Casino Royale?
Fuck, I don't know. We can find out, but I don't know.
She's got a bit of Eva about her.
It's not Gal Gadot, is it?
I don't know. Is Tobler
Vesper Lind? I don't know if the name will ring
Send
any
us a
bells,
picture to
but-
our phones because obviously the cricket's on.
She's smoking.
Yeah.
She's smoking hot, Tom.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about.
Have you ever seen Casino Royale?
Not recently enough to know.
But anyway, on the whole, punters and dribblers, the honeymoon was fucking terrific. I was on the piss every day. When you're on the piss every day with reckless abandon, martinis, Negronis, spritz, fucking, what are those ones I was drinking? Mai Tais, pina coladas. Like, you know, I had a few Patrons on the rocks. I had a few Casamigos on the rocks. Had a few Jamesons on the rocks. It's just, you just start feeling young
Festive
and
every day.
vibrant and
Yeah,
festive.
I get you. And then you're reminded that you are now an aging gentleman with a stiff neck.
And now I'm stiff.
Yeah.
And it's still stiff. And I'm sitting here wondering, when's this stiffness going away?
You're going to have to...
Am I going to be stiff forever?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
No, I don't think so. I think you just need to... Have you been iced or your heat pack?
No.
Your heat pack?
No.
Have you seen Tonka since you've been back?
Oh, fuck yeah.
How was the reunite with Tonka?
Oh, he was fucking... He was tearing up.
Was he?
Oh, he makes, you know, he cries.
Well, he
and
cries.
shit.
Yeah, was he doing that?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
That's cute.
It was great to see the big fella. He was full of beans, running around, jumping. He was excited, young pup. It was fucking good to see him. Got back, Nicola and Tim. Nicola, sweet mother-in-law, she recognised a hungry boy when she saw him, even though I'd already had 2 breakfasts, Tom.
Yep.
Maybe some schnitty, put it on a nice sandwich, beautiful fresh bread.
Oh,
So I was in heaven. Me and Tonk hung out. And then I went up and I got as horizontal as possible, put the AC on, chilled the fuck out.
at their place.
At my house.
Oh, back at your
Because they
place.
brought him over.
Oh,
They brought the
okay.
Tonk over. They were looking after the big fella the whole time. Laid in bed. Had some little L's. Had some pasta.
From Bondi?
Coogee.
Delivering that far, the Ubers these days.
Yeah. And I wasn't happy about it. He took too fucking long to get there. Like, almost, he was, like, I
You've
assumed,
ordered from Coogee to Paddington, though.
but he wasn't moving right. You know, because I had him, because I'm hungry and I'm looking at the map and I'm like, why are you moving so slowly? And yeah, maybe there was traffic, but I'm also like, but you're on a motorbike or a Vespa.
Yeah,
so
you
should
can't be using a pushy from fucking...
You got to be winding through that shit.
Well, especially if you're on a Vespa.
But,
You got to get through.
but good to be home.
Great to be
Good
home.
good to see me old mate Tom.
Oh, mate, it's good to have you back. We basically had many moments of, like, silence while we were working today because we were like, listen, I want to talk. I want to hear about your holiday. I want to tell you things, but I can't because, as I've said before and as I said to you today, we have chosen to mine our friendship for lols.
We have. Now, we also said that, you know, it's something I'm prepared to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it pays reasonably well, us mining our friendship
Well,
for
it
lols.
beats, if you can mine your friendship, it beats being in the mines. And that's no knock on the mines.
Look, I'm not sitting here knocking
I wouldn't
fucking...
knock the mines.
No, mate. Miners are dear friends of ours. Got
Correct.
nothing against the miners. All we're saying is we're doing a different type of mining these days. Mining our friendship for lols and giggles and laughs. Which invariably means that sometimes in those moments where you probably would ask questions of your friends, you don't.
No, you sit there in silence.
Sit there in
at
silence.
an Asian street food restaurant in a Melbourne airport.
Yeah, remarking it, you know, at the taste and the quality. You know, that's sort of
I
where
had
you get
noodles,
to.
you had rice. Just fucking look at us, the odd couple. I had Streety's Bucks on the week. Well, not his Bucks. It was sort of... Well, it was a Bucks. Streety's Bucks.
It was his bucks.
No, it was.
I think the reason you're saying it wasn't is because it was organised late.
Yeah. Well, yes. But it was Streety's Bucks. We went to Bowls in Vaucluse. I can't remember the bolo joint. But listen, it was all the
Oh,
boys.
Diamond Head.
Yes. Dude, good. Bit family venue, and then you go inside and there's like a sea of oldies playing bingo. You're like, what is this? We're outside getting into our work.
Good spot, Diamond.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
If you're around the area, It's a good spot.
Right
to
near
go
Millennium
bowl,
Pizza.
which has made me sick before in the past.
Has it?
Don't get there. It's not the place. Like, it wasn't like they gave me poison. I ordered a seafood pizza, and it was on. They gave me too much seafood on the pizza. It made me feel sick. But the thing was good. But it's like,
It's fucked you.
probably not fresh. I don't. Streets Bucks was one of the funnest days of all time. Right? We go to the bowls. We have a great time at the bowls. Sebo's planned a few things you got to do. So we go from the bowls, then we're going to Pound Cocktails in Bondi, and then we're going up to the North Bondi Golf Club to continue to pound, enjoy ourselves. So we go to the bowls, having a couple of bowls, having a good time, getting into our work. And then he says, all right, I've booked us a table at Neighbourhood in Bondi, which is a cocktail bar, for like 20 of us. We've booked this thing. We've got it from 4 till 6, and they've said you've got to be there no later than 5 if you want to keep your booking. So, like, yep, easy. We get there at 4:30, go in. These fuckwits, dude. Fuck Neighbourhood. We get in there, and they go, oh, sorry, we gave your table away to walk-ins. And we go, why would you do that? And they go, well, you fucking...
Were you late?
No. 4:30, you had to be there by 5. And we go, why the fuck do you do that? They're all these fucking losers in Larry shirts and just like, hey, how you going, bro? Hey, sick man, how you going? We're like, why'd you give the fucking table away when we've booked it for, like, thank Christ we certainly were, first we were from the area and, like, we're going to go somewhere else afterwards. But, like, imagine if that was people coming from out of town to, like, they go, oh, we can get you in at 6:30. We go, that's fucking 2 hours away, cunt. We made a booking. Poor old Sebo's booked this joint. And they've just completely just gone, oh, fuck you. And then we get in there and we're like, well, fuck it.
But like, that is such an odd thing to do because
We were going to go in there.
They're just assuming that you won't come.
Why the fuck would you do that? You gave us the time period to be in.
It's a hell of an assumption.
Dude, and there was 20 of us, so they stick us under the fucking stairwell like we're Harry Potter in this dark corner of this fucking shithole. And right next to the cool room, there's 100 fucking blokes just all there like, what the fuck is going on here? Have one cocktail. Their margaritas sucked dick, dude. They were fucking awful.
Do you get Tommy's or regular?
Got a fucking Tommy's, mate. Tommy's spicy mug, and it sucked ass. It was as watery as fucking shit.
I will say this, whilst we're on watery cocktails, the advantage of getting your eyes ripped out with taxes and service fees and the 20% assumed gratuity in America is that they'll fucking free pour you, bruh. They'll look you in the eyes and go, you tell me, bruh.
I'm not joking. When I say this margarita was potentially the worst I've ever had, it was the worst I've ever had.
Like,
from a place that's like, we do fucking cocktails,
one
bro.
night in America, like first night in America, we had one cocktail man. We look at each other and she goes, I'm pissed. I go, fucking so am I.
Yeah.
I've had one Mai Tai and I'm fucking ready to go, baby. Because they don't fuck around over there. Over here, we are drowning in bullshit, Tom. If you go to the, like,
I don't want. Well, you can go to most places.
No, but I'm saying I'm talking.
And get a good cocktail.
But I'm talking about the
not Neighbourhood.
I'm talking about the 30 mil to the fucking.
Oh yeah, well that's lame.
To the mil.
Yeah, you got to deal with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate. They free pour in America. Their shots are huge.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, the shots of like shit over there. They're massive.
We got a bit of yank about us when we fucking get into our.
That's what fucks me up when I go to a bar and ask for tequila. I go, well, this thing's not going to do.
Listen, you need. Can I get like a 5-shot?
Yeah,
please?
give me a 5-all.
Like a 10.
A penta, whatever it is.
Anyway, sorry to cut you off. Just thought I'd.
Mate, it doesn't matter. I was just like, I was dumbfounded by like the arrogance of this place where it's like, why do you take bookings? Why would you take a booking? Why would you waste people's time as you fucking read a message in the middle of the...
It vibrated.
Do you know what I mean though? Like, this is a fucking... Seb's gone to the effort to plan this shit for 20 dudes to come in and fucking rip and tear. Not only that, but as a business, you're going to make a fuckload of money. Not that that should be the point. But
it's certainly a big point.
It's part of the point. But you just go, oh, we gave it to some walk-ins. Why take the booking? You fucking losers. Anyway, their cocktails sucked. We had them. We were like, oh, well, this might be fortuitous because these cocktails taste like a dog's cock. So we just chuffed up to North Bondi.
Everything happens for a reason.
Well, you're right. North Bondi Golf Club, dude, is a hidden gem.
I don't think it's hidden.
I'll tell you why it is. Because on a Saturday night in Bondi, squirter of a day, sun's...
Packed.
No, dude. So they've got...
No, you're saying Bondi's packed.
Bondi's packed. First Saturday in summer.
But North Bondi...
They've got this full front...
The diggers.
Saw your sister. Shout out to Amelia.
Well, she got a good sense of direction.
She knows where the good times are. And it was like so obviously you got the bar inside, and then down the front of it, overlooking the fucking entire of Bondi, this huge front lawn with tables and umbrellas and all this sort of stuff. It is beautiful, dude. So we go up there, we're having a time, and then Hamish, who loves his golf, goes and he's having a yarn to the golf pro there, and he's like, oh, it's my bucks. So the guy goes, oh, once we clear the golf course off, do you want to fucking take a bunch of balls and clubs and you guys can go and do it closest to the pin comp just by yourselves, have the golf course to yourself? We're like, yeah.
Which hole would you play?
The 8th, so the second last.
Yep.
And we're all doing it, fucking hitting awfully. We're all off our guts. Streety crunches it that like half a metre from the hole. Obviously works out nicely for the buck. So we're all sitting...
As it usually does.
Well, you're right. So we're all like losing it at how good this shot is. Then we're all sitting on the hill, like just laying on this hill looking at this amazing sunset. And then Streety has a little speech, and then we were like, oi, sink a long one for us, Streety. Sink a monster putt for us, Streety. So he just chucks a ball down, and he's just standing there lining this thing up from maybe like 12 feet. What's 12 feet?
It was probably 12. It was probably two
4 meters?
humans.
Maybe more than 4 meters, 5 to 6 meters.
I reckon it was two. You and I laying down. I saw in the footage I saw.
Okay, let's go with that. And
Call it 13 foot.
Let's call it 13 foot. And we're all like this amphitheater of us just laying on this hill. The street lines it up and just absolutely drains this fucking thing. And we all just completely lost it. It was this really... you can see it on Breaking the Yips, actually, Sebo's golf channel. But, like, we all just... it was just, like, the perfect way to, like, end this day. And the day didn't end there, but...
It's very Hamish Street.
Spiritually end the day. Of course, we were going to, like...
Well, it was a spiritual bow.
Yeah. But it was a great day.
On the day.
On the day.
On the daytime.
Yeah.
On the daylight.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
That's been a nice surprise, laying in bed till fucking 8:30 last night, still light.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
Because over there, the sun sets a fucking... In LA, it was 4:50, maybe. Hawaii was like 5 o'clock. Bahamas, 5:20, like early, right? So you get back here, you're getting 8:30s, 8:45.
Yeah, no, dude, it's nice. I don't want to jinx it. And I mean, I'm not really jinxing it because obviously it's already been forecast. And it is raining right now, but La Nina hasn't been as much of a cunt as I've been expecting so far.
Touch wood. Touch your
Is
wood.
that floor real wood?
This is wood. Is there wood in?
Well, it's a tree.
Where's the
wood?
That's not real wood. This is our fern's looking good, Tobler.
That one's going for it.
Well done, buddy.
La Nina doesn't seem to be doing as much
Listen,
as I was thinking.
don't jinx it.
I'm not jinxing it. She's been forecast.
Listen.
Apparently it's 7 days of sun this week.
It's fucking pouring right now.
Yeah, but that's summer in Australia.
Yeah, it is. Let's just check.
Arvo evening
Let's check.
sun.
Let's check. Rain, partly cloudy with sun, cloudy, windy, cloudy with the sun, cloudy with the sun, rain, sun. It's all over the map. All over the fucking map, cunt. But we pray for sun throughout the summer, punters and dribblers. Obviously, it's great to see.
Oh, she was hot in Casino Royale.
Yes, bro.
Sorry, carry on.
That's your cup of tea.
I mean, if she's not your cup of tea, then you're a fucking psychopath.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. I drink
Plot
tea.
twist, she gets killed. If you haven't seen Casino Royale, you can fuck off. Well, happy Buck Day to Hamish Street,
Yes.
a dear friend. I was sad to have missed it, but Unfortunately,
Chips fall as they do.
they chips fall as they do. The cookie crumbles as it crumbles, Tom. And the cards are dealt as they are dealt.
But a great day was had by all.
In sundry?
And, yep, sure. We should probably whip around a bit of sport, Eddie, because it's been largely an indulgent introduction. I just want to wrap up the introduction by giving one more fuck you to neighbourhood in Bondi, because that's not how you run a business. Fuck you guys.
Look, it's poor form.
And your cocktails suck.
Poor form.
Cocktails suck. Let's move on. Now, Eddie, as we said before, you just do a little fart?
Yeah, I did.
I saw that. And I hope, Tobley, you had at least... I hope you had his face. It wouldn't be your fault if you didn't, but he gave a face.
No, I faced it.
We had the wide.
Okay, good. We had the white, so we'll cut in on
Punch
that.
in.
No, punch in. Eddie farted. But he just gave a fart face.
I'll get another one, maybe.
Yeah, I was farting all... Jesus Christ, dude. The whole flight down to Melbourne, I was farting.
Were you?
Yeah, dude. I fart like I don't give a fuck on a plane.
No, I know you don't. You're a fucking
Farts on
animal.
a plane.
You're an animal.
Are you telling me you're holding farts on a plane?
Hang on. I'm just saying you're an animal.
Dude, you hold in farts on a plane?
Yeah, but like you...
Dude,
But,
you hold in fart... No,
but
exactly.
you do it all the time. That's why you're an animal.
If you need to fart on a plane, you would do the same thing. So we're of the same
No,
ilk. You
no.
farted right next to me right now.
Yeah, but it's funny. You probably do it next to children and shit.
You did not know that I knew that you fart that first one. You just did that. That was a natural
You
reaction.
could hear it.
No, I couldn't. I saw your fucking face, cunt.
Well, it was loud enough to hear.
I didn't hear it.
So you're fucking deaf and you don't have any sense of smell. You're
No, dude.
falling apart at the seams, cunt.
Don't turn this on me, cunt.
I'm not cunt. I'm
You're
just telling
ripping,
you.
you're
fucking
ripping farts with reckless abandon and calling me a
Yeah,
pig.
next to you. We fucking fart next to each other all the time. You fart next to mother and children on
No,
fucking
I
planes.
don't fart next to... Well, I fart on planes.
You said that you'll fart or flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
No
telling me...
matter who you sit next to.
Correct.
So,
You would do the exact same thing.
no way.
Yes, you would, cunt.
Depends
You're-
who I sit next to.
No,
you
it doesn't.
You gotta play eyes up football.
No, dude, because on a plane you can blame anyone.
I will say this about farting on a plane. They don't stink.
There you go. That's
What is that?
You-
Do
I
you
reckon-
agree, Tobler?
Are they absorbent seats?
No.
You make a good point.
No, I think it's the air. Something's happened. They ripped the fucking something's ripped out.
The stink out.
I reckon if I can be a bit Dr. Carly,
Not Dr. Carly, but Dr. Carl.
Shout out to Carly.
Shout out
who's
to Carly.
married in Hamish Street.
We
who
love
was
Carly.
the bark. We love Kalili. Don't talk about Kalili like that. That's a really niche joke,
That's-
and I hope Hamish heard it.
Well, as niche as 3 people get it.
Well, the judge gets
Yeah,
it.
4 people.
Um,
Sorry, Josh.
I reckon potentially that a fart and the particles released attach themselves to the moisture in the air, making it smellier, right? Because you fart on the plane, you can fucking, like you do, and you can't smell, but I'm here to tell you can fart on a plane and get away with it.
That's why I do it.
But you don't know. You just...
The reason I do it is because there's enough people around to not take blame, not because I don't know.
No,
Like,
it's
I
not.
don't know.
No, it's not. It's not even... It's... I couldn't
That's
tell you...
my motive.
I couldn't tell you the last time I smelt a fart on the plane.
Right, so there you go. You should rip.
So online it says there's a theory that lends itself to the aeroplane food tastes better because the low air pressure means your taste and smell isn't as strong. So maybe they do smell, but you just can't smell them as well. So that's one
There has to be
theory. That's
some
one
because you
theory.
can't. I never smell farts on planes, and I never smell my own. If I do them,
But can you feel Tom farting next to you if you can't smell it? So you know
No,
it's
because
farting?
you're not sitting on the same seat, so you can't feel the vibration unless it was like a brrr, like loud monster.
well, they're not bench seats, so
No.
thank fuck.
Well, you'd feel them then.
You'd feel them on a bench.
You'd know I'm farting then.
We were across the aisle from each other today, and I didn't get a real read on him. He wasn't making faces.
Like you.
Yeah, but like,
No, what I will do is so if I'm sitting on the chair like this and then I need to fart and I'm probably going to put my back into it a bit to like get it out. You know, it's not one that's just flopping out of me. I'll just
you
go,
gotta raise yourself.
you go like this, you take the strain in your arms so that no one can see you going "Brrr," and like grunting it out. You take the strain in your arms like this, maybe lean one way. position your ass just so, and then you work it out.
You can arch your back as well.
Is that what you're doing now?
Just like that.
Just popping one out?
No, I'm not doing it now. I'm just saying you can if you want.
There's options.
Look, you've got options at your disposal. Anyway,
we humped the West Indians in the cricket.
the Windies.
The Windies. Now, I thought it was... I mean, I know you didn't get to see it, really. Did you watch any of it? No. It was...
Well, I'm like... I would check Cricket Australia every morning
Yeah,
just
you
to
check
see what
the apps.
happened.
But... And I'm sure you watch some of the minis on KO because they are the ones who bring us to cricket.
Well,
When you had
I
a
watched
chance.
a couple when I got back. You can't watch them overseas.
No, you can't.
Which is a real fucking ball
It
ache.
actually is. It is a ball ache.
You should be able to go, listen,
I pay my subs.
I pay my fucking subs. Not only do I pay my subs, but, you know, we're also dear friends.
Yeah, dear friends.
And I feel like if any account should be fucking un-geo-blocked, it would be mine.
Yeah.
You would think.
You would think that.
So
Geo-blocking.
the fact that you can't even watch a fucking Fox Reports video on, you can't watch anything.
We're now turning this into an anti-ad, which we don't want.
No. This isn't KO's fault. This is like a geo-blocking issue.
Yes, this is.
So whoever's in charge
Why- when do you
whoever's in
reckon-
charge of
When do you
geo-blocking,
reckon that came on?
I'm not happy with you.
When do you reckon geo-blocking started?
I don't
Was
know.
it always a thing or like?
I don't like geo-blocking. I'm not a fan of
No,
it.
it's fucking annoying. But
However,
anyway.
I did see, Thomas,
Dude, we fucking
I
dominated.
did see that Marnus got his hump on.
Marnus got a double and another ton.
and a single.
Smudge got a
Smudge got a
Smudge didn't
double.
get out the whole test. 200 and then another 20 runs in the second. 220 not out. Like,
good.
great for the average. Great for the average now. I think he is truly second to the
Is he
Don.
back into the 60s?
Yeah. Dude, second to the Don. I think 64 maybe. Check that.
64? Really?
No,
Seems a little high.
do your own research. But I was talking with friend of the show, Will Hickey, and it was like, it was still a good test. We need to put up a good fight, but I liked that we played minnows and we humped them. That's what should happen when you play a minnow, is that we fucking score a shitload of runs and we hump them. Now, it went all 5 days, so it wasn't true. It wasn't like a 3-day humping, but it was just like a dominant display.
Well, I think
They put up a great fight, though, the West Indies. They put up a great fight, but we just dominated with the bat.
61.6.
61.6.
61.6. Couple of tons, 1 ton, 2 tons for the Windies.
1, Brathwaite.
Braithwaite.
I think
Braithwaite.
Craig Braithwaite.
Ooh.
Craig. Yeah, I think that's it.
I do like in cricket, I will say this. Fading light, day 5, final session, crowd in the bat. Need
Game's
1
still in the
wicket.
balance.
Love that.
Yeah.
That shit fucking turns
That's
me
what we're dealing with right now with England.
It buoyed my mind, my body, my soul to see Gary the Goat Lion Tom 6 for 120 in the last innings.
Now 8th all time on the wicket takers list.
Now
All time.
I was reading that Bold Nathan Court Smudge has now tied for all-time catches with the great late Shane Warne and Mark Tubby Taylor
That's crazy, isn't it?
as Australia's all-time leading
Takers of catches.
bowler-catcher combination,
Combo.
which was, I was like, whoa, that's pretty fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, that is pretty wild.
Nathan's starting to really fucking get into his all-time work.
Yeah, no, he isn't. But he's getting into his all-time work. He still doesn't get the credit somehow that he deserves. But he is. I don't know why he's not more roundly all-timed. You know what I mean? Like,
It's hard to say. I think some of what set him back early in his career was his inability to win tests for the nation.
which he still suffers with sometimes.
Well, because I was reading in the
Closing out.
paper today that since like 2017, if my memory serves, he's really turned a corner and he's starting to get into some
Closing.
fourth innings work. Some real fourth innings work, which is exciting. His fourth innings or his average at Perth Stadium is fucking elite. Does great work at Perth Stadium.
likes the extra bounce.
Well, unlike the whacker, which didn't favour the spinner, the new drop in at Perth Stadium seems to. So Nathan getting into his work, doing a bit of work, loving his work, winning tests for the nation. Travis Head getting a couple of wickets as well, really fucking.
Yeah, Travis
buoyed
getting
my
99 as well. You got 99, got bowled on 99. That's unfortunate for Trav.
Trav's a cricketer.
I'm a Trav fan.
Trav's a cricketer.
Yeah, Trav is a cricketer.
I reckon, Tom, that Trav has song in him.
Oh, you think he's got song in him? As in Gaz hands to Trav. I think, how... maybe. He's done it. He's cemented in the side.
He feels like a singer to me.
Okay.
I get singer vibes from him.
You get fat lady singing.
Fucking oath. Well, no. Not fat lady singing. That's death and shit.
Well, it's the end of things. Yeah, I guess you're right. End of a test, though. Fat lady singing.
I just reckon he looks like a boy or a motivator, a man.
I'm not mad at that. I guess it's one of those things where it's like it's a big call picking the next song singer because
I'm not saying it should be him. I'm saying I get those sort of vibes, Tom.
I hear you. What I'm saying is it's a big call to pick the next song singer. But Trav's doing a goddamn job for the nation, and I mean Nathan ain't going anywhere though. So Trav's got to basically outlive Nathan for a significant amount of time, whereas Nathan was always going to outlive Mike Hussey for a significant amount of time. But it was still a huge call giving it to him.
It was. I think.
Might have been the boldest.
I think if you were to go back in time, Tom, if you were to transport yourself back in time, you would. I don't think there's a man alive that thought that decision made sense, except the great Michael Hussey, Mr. Cricket, who gets cricket.
Tell you what, if you've been watching the cricket on KO, Fox Cricket et al.
Jack Leach can't bowl.
Jack Leach, fuck Jack Leach. Michael Hussey of Mr. Cricket fame is a terrific analyst.
He's a fucking genius, Tom.
We lost Shane. I know Mike was still there when Shane was going, but you know, you're seeing Fox try and fill some empty seats in Shane and Andrew Simons. Shane obviously more specifically, but
empty seats nonetheless.
Michael Hussey is ticking that box for me, dude. He's getting me stiff. I love his analysis. They get him in the lab. He's the lab guy. Gives you a few insights, a few tidbits.
I'm big on lab guys, Tom. You know that. I like really fucking nuanced analysis. That's why our penises always remained erect when Cooper Cronk and Matthew Johns would get into the lab.
Well, the penises would remain erect for the entirety of those podcasts.
That's exactly right. And it was one of the great joys in my life when a new one would come out. So I'm a man for the nuance, for the minutiae, for the niche.
We're minutiae guys.
Yeah. So hearing that Mike Hussey's providing that to the punter and the dribbler buoys me.
In the loin region.
In the loin sack area.
Yeah. Sorry, I started laughing again. thought about loose as a goose, so I hung like a moose.
It's true though.
No, it's true. It's
true.
So silly. Anyway.
Get your light meter out, mate.
Look,
light meters
is that
are
light
so
meter or is that
dumb.
the stump like level?
Well, what is it then?
I thought it might have been the level at the top of the stumps. Anyway, Ed.
Didn't look like a level.
It was good though. The cricket was 5 days. It was on. Cricket was back. It just felt so fucking nice, dude. And obviously you didn't experience it, but it was hot days in Australia, like in Sydney at least. It was just hot summer days, and the sound of the cricket just filled the air, just wafted in the background. It just felt so good. And I kept saying to Steph, I just can't tell you how much I am loving this soundtrack to my life. Like, imagine if you could have a first dance at a wedding just to the sound of the cricket in the background.
It'd catch people off guard, but there'd be people in the crowd that'd be fucking touching themselves.
The right people would be enjoying it.
The right people would be enjoying it, and that's what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
I read today, Tom, in the paper, it didn't say specifically, but I was reading between the lines, as it were, that you and I are so vocal in the past about the need for a middle of January test match. And we'd mused over why the fuck that was taken away from us this year. The article, maybe by Michael Knox. Is it
Malcolm Knox.
Malcolm Knox, rather. Might not have been. Doesn't matter. Was basically alluding to the fact that Australia doesn't pick the fixture. We're not the masters of our own domain anymore. International cricket, the ICC tell us what the fuck to do, essentially, from a fixture perspective, which is why we're playing 5 tests in 5 weeks. That's a big load, especially if we get fucking 5 days of test cricket. If we get 25 days of test cricket, that's a load on bods, bro.
Yeah, but it's also a load I'm prepared to blow all over myself. You know what I mean? Like, I want 25 days of test cricket over summer. That's what you hope for.
Yeah, but I'd want 30 because I think Hobart should get a test and we should put that in the middle of January.
So we have 6.
And then we'd be drowning in load.
Yeah, well, sure. Give them a greater load.
You know what I mean? Because Pat Cummins has already niggled.
Pat Cummins niggled, Smudge niggled.
Now we've got Dos niggle, 1 test into a 5 test in 5 week situation.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Which is not ideal.
No, it's not ideal.
Now, I'm hearing, I know you're hearing, that if PC, who wears the C, were to go down, then Scotty Boland of Cult Hero fame comes in,
Yes.
he'll do a job.
But there's also a new hot boy on the scene called like Lance Bass or like Lance Thompson or fucking Leon Bott.
Or Lance Vance.
Or Lance Vance.
Shout out to Vice City.
And he's, I think, the leading wicket taker.
Did you get that joke, Tobler? Did you get the Lance Vance? Fuck, you're
just
pathetic.
Different.
Well, it's fine. But
it's
like,
just-
if we didn't grow up on Vice City, then fucking shame
Yeah,
on you.
No, grab on San Andreas.
We actually need to get that for the PlayStation that doesn't work.
I've got it at home.
No, we should buy it online. Maybe it's better.
It doesn't even work. You bought a fucking phony.
Well,
It's coming out of your pay.
you can eat a dick on that one. It's coming out of Dave or Tobler's pay. They got to get it fixed.
You bought a fucking Fugazi.
Mate, I bought a fucking PlayStation and they...
Yeah. Oh, fucking, who'd you buy? Would you buy it in
Amazon.
Nigeria or something?
Amazon. I bought it on Amazon.
Amazon's global, mate.
Yeah.
And Amazon isn't... Amazon links you up with sellers. Did you check the ratings?
Of
and
course
shit?
I didn't check that.
Fucking God.
It's a PS5, bro.
You're a fucking idiot.
I get a refund. We got D or Dave on it.
I bet you don't.
No, we do have D or Dave on it. Now, I even said to Dave, I don't trust you with this, but I'm giving you the job. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes.
But I was devastated not to
could
be
be
able to
anything.
play any games last week. Now, we move on from the cricket, Eddie, because I don't know if there's anything else to really say
Shout out to
there.
KO.
Shout out to KO, obviously.
Do we shout him out at the start?
We shouted him out at the very start, and then we shouted him out again. Oh, the English here, they only need 1 more wicket, thanks to KO. This is looking
Ben
like...
Stokes can play cricket.
He can play cricket. He can. He's a Kiwi. He's literally got a Kiwi tattoo on his arm. It's hard to take, but he can play cricket.
Yeah, he's a turncoat. But he can play.
He can play. He can play.
So shout out to KO. Love you, KO.
Before we get
show.
on to things of a Socceroos nature, Eddie, I want to give a hearty appreciation to every dribbler that bought a Big Day Rosé Magnum. So these aren't Magnums. These are obviously the 750 mils. The Big Day Rosé Magnum sold out in 1 hour or one and a half hours.
I always get nervous, not the right word. Depends on what we're doing. There's always like a level of
Apprehension, nerves,
little
interest,
nerves, like,
giddy. How's it going to go?
you know, and I remember waking up and I was like, why am I anxious? What could I possibly be anxious about? I'm on my honeymoon. I'm having the fucking time of my life. I was blind, drunk on martinis last night. There's nothing to worry about. Responsibly. And then I realised, fuck, we were selling Magnums last night. I wonder how it went. Because you never know.
You got a pretty... I had an idea.
And then when you see those sold out in an hour, I'm like, oh.
Yep. That's horny stuff.
We
punters
love
and dribblers.
that.
We love that, and we love you, and we love that.
So shout out to the punter and the
Shout out to the
dribbler.
punter and the dribbler. Now, there won't be any more Magnums this year, unfortunately. There may be some more of these. Maybe. But we can't promise anything. it all went too quick. So
Put it
our
this way.
ability to get more, we're seeing what we can do.
Tom and I are we're blossoming in the wine game. I think you'd say.
Yeah, blossoming our asses off.
We're starting to we got big beautiful fucking flowers. We're just starting to open up, you know, and we're starting to get a real fucking feel for how this industry works. We haven't got it quite dialed yet, but know this: it will be dialed, and it will be dialed within an inch of its life. So hang in there with us. If you were lucky enough to get some, shout out to you. If you got the magnums, you're a sick cunt or sick cuntess, and we love you. Now, I have got exciting news. I got news that's really going to fucking
stiffen the nips and the dicks and the clits
and the clits and the tits and the dits and the doots and shit.
Fuck. Some say we swear too much.
Some say we do, Tom, but listen
Fuck
here.
those guns.
If you were down the pub, I'd speak the same way. So
We are who we are.
I am who I am, and it is what it is. Horizontal season merch is it. Look, there will be an announcement this week as to when you can buy it. There are very fucking strong suggestions, Tom. Very strong suggestions. Whispers on the wind, you old mate, that they'll be going on sale this Sunday. That's what I'm hearing.
Is that what you're hearing?
That's what I'm hearing. Shit. Now, that's not confirmed.
No, it's not confirmed.
That's not locked in. That's not gospel yet. But I'm hearing little birdies twerping, tweeting, whispering, singing that horizontal season merch goes on sale this Sunday. Time to be confirmed. So just crack open the piggy bank, get your affairs in order, take it down the bank, get your shit together.
And they'll get to you. They will be with you by Christmas.
Oh, they'll be with you by Christmas.
Before Christmas.
No, that.
For Christmas.
No, for Christmas. So you can put it under the tree.
Exactly.
This fucking bruh. I've been horizontal for 3 weeks.
In the gear.
In Hawaii, in the Bahamas, in LA, not New York, too cold. In Miami. This gear, this horizontal season merch is honestly the hottest, most glorious, most gorgeous, most well-appointed
ticket in town
clothing I've ever fucking put my body on.
Well, it's certainly the best shit we've ever done.
It's the best shit ever done. There was some trendy motherfuckers in Miami, some trendy motherfuckers, probably like work for Gucci, model for Gucci, eyeing me up going, who's that guy?
Who's that guy in the horizontal season? Now, as I think we've articulated before, shirt, shorts, combination.
It's a combo. Trust us. Trust us. It's a combo.
And it works. A combo works. And the thought is you want to be able to wear the shirt and the boardies, and then you want to be able to get horizontal. Then you go, fuck, I'm a bit hot. Shirt comes off. You reveal a hot bod. You flop off of the poolside chair into the pool, still horizontal, floating. Then after you've had your fill of cooling ocean, you then crawl out, much like the first fish out of the water, using your limbs.
Our ancestors
of ours, family members, crawl back up onto the lounge chair, let the sun bake you dry, shirt back on inside for prawns, and a Warner ton.
Yep.
And a bottle of Big Day
day
Rosé.
And a big day. That's what dreams are made of, punters and dribblers. That's how you need to live your life this horizontal season. This horizontal season where will not let you down.
Yeah.
Do not fucking worry about that. Now, people might be asking themselves, what about that pink hat Tom's wearing?
What hat? What hat?
What about that fucking hot as shit pink hat Tom's wearing? Listen here. Listen here. This horizontal season merch is so hot. It's so trendy. It's so delicious. It comes first, right?
Hats out in 2023.
Early.
Listen, just keep 2023 free for hats.
Early 2023. Early 2023. Horizontal merch first. It's too delicious.
If you thought the rosé went quick, which it did, so you'd be correct in thinking that the horizontal season merch, it may go in 13 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it could go even quicker.
Could go like a kid on prom night. You know what I mean?
Quick sticks.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
oh, there you go. England win.
Fuck England. So that's all ahead of the punter and the dribbler. Details to come.
Yeah.
But tentatively set your clocks for 6 p.m. Sunday night. Tentatively.
And this thing ain't going to break your bank.
Listen, Tom and I could have ripped your fucking eyes out, but we thought, you know what?
Genuinely, everyone that we've spoken to is like, dude, you should be going more. We're like, no.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have been like, that's way too cheap. And we go, you know what? It's not about us
Ripping the eyeballs out.
I'm not going to rip the eyeball out of the punter and the dribble. It's not about that. It's
We're not in
all
the business of ripping eyeballs.
No, fuck no. It's about getting people looking right, feeling right for horizontal season and spreading the Christmas cheer. So eyeballs will remain in sockets.
Yeah.
And you'll be looking fucking unbelievable.
Hot as Hades, who is he Satan? I don't know.
Well, Hades, a country, probably pretty hot.
It's not a country.
Hades?
That's Haiti.
Haiti. Well, I mean the Hades.
Hades is like a mythological, or is
Could you say I'm in Hades?
No, you're in Haiti. I believe Haiti had like that.
Yeah, Haiti. Yeah. But Hades is the Greek god of the underworld.
There you go.
With like the flame
Satan.
hair from Hercules.
Satan.
Yeah.
Well, no, but it just is what it is. It's not. You can't agree with it or not. It's just it is. It is the truth.
I didn't say anything. I said,
Can I say something to you? I know there's people probably paying attention. I'm hungry again.
Listen, I have come back from my travels and I'm fucking hungry all the time. I swear to God. I had breakfast on the flight and then because we flew into Brisbane, I had to fly to Sydney, so I had another breakfast.
Oh, you had Brisbane to Sydney. So you're into Brisbane then to Sydney?
Well, because like the rewards flight was to Brisbane and I'm like, I'm not fucking turning that down. There's just no way in the world, Tom,
you take
that I turn that down.
And then you're in econ for the...
No, then you're in business again, so you get fed again. Oh. So I'm getting multiple feeds here. Then I get back to my house and Nicola's like, well, I've just got schnitzels and I got fresh bread. And I'm like, well, you get those fucking schnitties on, baby. Now I've got little L's coming. I got pasta. I've been eating like a fat little pig.
Oh, see, maybe it was something in the air because I also yesterday had 2 breakfasts. I got a nice breakfast roll in the morning. I was very hungover and sorry for myself. Then I got a second breakfast roll from Uber Eats. Then in the night time, I got sushi delivered, Uber Eats. Then I was like, well, what the fuck do I eat now? Dessert. So I got a packet of pods.
Yeah. I mean, there's something in the air, Tom. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, piggery's afoot. It was silly season.
Yeah.
And if you don't think for a second that I'm not going to live decadently, then you've lost your fucking mind.
Got to exercise though, bro. That's all I'm saying. You got to fucking earn it, you know?
Yeah, but my neck's sore.
And I just get like distracted.
My neck is sore and we're ripping and tearing on Thursday.
Socceroos out.
Socceroos are out.
But they equal our greatest team ever. Are they equal to our greatest team ever?
Listen, I'm not gonna make that decision here and now. All I know is that I'm fucking proud of our boys.
I'm proud.
That's all I'm gonna say.
This is from our boy, Ryan Grant.
Ryan Grant, one of the greatest Australians living. I'm just proud of our boys, Tom. I'm proud that the Socceroos were able to captivate a nation once more.
Yeah.
Seeing those videos at like Federation Square or at fucking Darling Harbour or motherfuckers out there ripping and tearing in the early morning. No, I'm talking about here.
Oh, yeah.
With flares and shit, just getting after it. I'm like, yes. Yep. That shit turns me on.
That's what it's all about.
I like seeing the Socceroos buoy the nation.
Yeah.
It's a feeling we haven't had for a while.
It's cool because no disrespect to soccer, but most of the time we don't really give that much of a shit.
Well, we haven't cared about it since 2006, really.
Really. And then, the World Cup comes along and we just love to get around the nation when the stakes are high. Like if it was Lawn Bowls World Championship, we wouldn't give a fuck. No disrespect to lawn bowls, but it's the reality, right? But the stakes are high in the Soccer World Cup. We're playing against Messi and the Ronaldos and the fucking Mbappes and whoever else, all these absolute weapons. How can you not get around that? The stakes could not be higher. Now, you hope that soccer capitalises on it and we get a few more weapons. We need some weapons in the duffel. We didn't have weapons in the duffel. We got a lot of...
But I tell you what, though, bruh.
We almost won it, essentially, without the goalkeeper, no disrespect, fucking that thing up. It was 1-1.
Now
we almost scored an equaliser late.
Now, I'm
Matt Ryan.
Tiddly. Matt Ryan. That's his name. I was going to say, what's his fucking name? Matt Ryan. Listen, Messi scores because Messi's one of the greatest player, if not the greatest player of all time, and he gets the job done when he needs. He's now scored more goals than Maradona. Fun fact. They drew level in the same amount of games, I think, and now he's played one more game, so he's scored one more goal. Anyway, but that's by the by.
He needs to win a World Cup.
He does, which Maradona did, and Messi lost the final to Germany. Anyway, Matt Ryan.
A man with 2 first names.
And that might, listen, that it may well have caught up with him.
Did you see that his teammate in his fucking...
It may well have caught up with him.
Did you see that his team... He plays for, I think, like a Bundesliga team or something. Do your own research, probably wrong. But he was signed to go to this team in Europe, was the starting goalkeeper, then was dropped or was injured, and then this other guy came in, and so it's been like this...
No, didn't we talk about that?
I don't know, but it's been
We
semi-controversial.
We talked about it.
But after he let that goal in... Oh, my God, dude. Oh, dude, that face will haunt me. Fuck. After he let that goal in, his teammate, who's this...
The same guy?
He tweeted out going...
That guy's a fuckwit, bro. Are you serious?
He tweets out going, I bet it's all politics now. Alluding to the fact that he's getting picked over Matt Ryan for his team. I'm like... How the fuck does that fly in a team environment?
Mate, if I was...
Soccer is filled with cunts.
If I was the owner...
That's a horrible thing to say. It breeds that sort of shit.
Listen,
in the high end.
Well, it bred that guy.
Because Ryan Grant's one of the great men.
It bred that guy. If I'm the owner, I'm shooting that bloke.
Ronaldo fucking claimed a goal off his teammate.
Yeah, but Ronaldo... What do you mean?
His teammate, he kicks his ball and Ronaldo says he headed it. And they're like, no, you didn't. And he's like... lobbying FIFA to say it was his goal. Even if he touched the ball, he did not change the trajectory of that. It would have skimmed across his head. You don't claim that shit unless you're a bit of a fuckhead. And I love Ronaldo, but like, he was like, you're like, bro, it barely touched you. If it touched you at all.
How many? Can I get tinfoil hattie?
Conspiratorial.
Yep. Has Messi gone past Ronaldo for World Cup goals? And this is a man in constant fucking competition.
Battle. He's the only guy he scored at more World Cups than anyone. So it's still like, you're still the man. He scored at 5 World Cups, something ridiculous.
I've got the tinfoil on. I'm getting conspiratorial.
We should do an episode with tinfoil hats on.
Is that right?
Yeah, so Messi's now scored 9 and Ronaldo's got 8.
Fuck, am I just so dialed into vibe and shit
You might
that it's
be.
like out of control?
Yeah.
It's actually like sickening how fucking
And they
dialed
both know it's their last World Cups.
He's not mates.
But they would have been level. Because so Ronaldo hasn't been given that goal, has he?
I don't think so.
So they were technically level before he played Australia.
Yeah, but he still wants to go past him. It's
Yeah.
all competition, bro.
That's what I'm saying. At the top end of town, it breeds fuckwittery.
Well, you got to be a fucking animal. Like, let's be honest. Accounts
Yeah,
of
maybe that's what it takes.
accounts of Michael Jordan aren't exactly glowing.
No,
are they?
no.
I think it's universally accepted that Michael's a bit of a fuckwit, but that's
On
what
the court
Well,
or even in life.
just in life, I think he's a big day, but that's what it takes to be the greatest.
It is funny. You need to be as competitive to the point where it's like you're unlikable, but it's also what makes you likable because you're so good.
Well, yeah, it makes you revered. Now, Matt Ryan fucked up. Fuck you to that sub-goal keeper who can't get a run. He's a fucking loser. You go bury yourself, bro. I am just proud of the Socceroos. When old mates skip through the whole team,
Lecky.
it wasn't Lecky. I don't
Oh,
think.
sorry. You mean in this game? Yes.
we were all fucking in the airport like yipping and yahooing. Because I'd got back when the game started and I had like a little small layover watching it and people were fucking pumped up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was squealing almost.
Hitch.
I thought he'd scored, but that last minute block fucking denied us.
At the end of the game, that last one.
No, it was like the 80th minute.
That kid, the young kid.
No. That was like
the last minute.
That was into injury time. I'm talking probably 80th, 78th minute.
Right.
Listen, I don't want to say it, but I'll say it. It's unfortunate because if Matt Ryan doesn't get a bit fucking carefree in the 6-yard box, which is probably not where you want to be carefree, unless you're Messi, and it's 1-1. And we
go to penalties, and it's anyone's game at that point.
Yeah. I don't want to say that.
No, we don't say it, but I think it's fair to mention.
I don't want to be that guy that says that, but all I'm saying is that, like,
don't say it, but it's fair to mention.
Oh, I'm not going to say it, Tom. I'm not going to say it. All I'm saying is it was 2-1 with one fuck up. So
it's fair to mention, but don't say it.
It was probably maybe 1-1. That's what I'm saying. But the Socceroos have captivated the nation. For the time being. Shout out to Ryan Grant, who I think it was on the pitch, makes a difference.
If Ryan Grant plays that game, we win the World Cup, maybe.
I don't think there's any maybe about it, bruh.
Yeah.
I think that Argentina get fucking jumped.
Humped and dumped.
Yeah. And their body thrown into the river. And I think that Australia goes on to dizzying heights. And I think Ryan Grant, out of respect for his World Cup performance, is given the trophy.
Who's is there a man of the series in the World Cup?
Player of the tournament. There would be.
Yeah, the golden ball.
The golden ball. Doesn't the golden ball go to the most goals?
Isn't that the golden boot?
Ryan Grant Award.
Is there a Ryan Grant Award?
Is there a Ryan Grant Award for the World Cup?
World Cup hero Ryan Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the golden ball
goes to
named
best and
after
fairest.
Ryan Grant.
Yep.
Goes to the best and fairest. The Ryan Grant Award.
The Ryan Grant Award for best and fairest.
Now,
Graham Arnold, I don't know if we said this last Monday, but Graham Arnold's like a bit of a gruff, masculine coach that belies his soccer roots. And I don't mean to say that soccer guys are not gruff and masculine, but they're kind of not, generally speaking. Arnie seems to have
they don't have a heap of rugby league about them.
But they're just not Arnie's like this gruff. Arnie looks like he just seems, he comes across as manly. But I don't know if he always did or not, or whether it's just an adult onset masculinity thing from him. I'm not sure. But I see him now and he's like, I get behind you as a leader of men.
I don't think there's any doubt that Arnie's a leader of men, Tom. I think he's absolutely a leader of men. I'm a big Arnie fan. He's gruff, he's rough, he's tough. He's made of the right stuff.
Gruff, rough,
he doesn't
tough.
mind growling out a bit of muff.
Gruff, rough, tough, buff, made of the right stuff.
Loves
doesn't
muff.
mind.
Now that's alleged. I don't know if he loves muff, but it rhymed.
I think he likes muff, dude.
You don't know for sure.
Of course I don't, but the gruffness of that guy's voice sounds like. Have you heard?
Did I tell you
Michael Douglas apparently got throat cancer from eating too much box?
Fuck off.
Look that up.
Michael Douglas got throat cancer for eating too much
There's something about
vagina.
There's something like if you eat too much box, you can get throat cancer.
Fuck off.
I'm sure that's not true, but I did
What,
hear
like
that.
smoking a dart?
Well, no, because it's not smoking a cigarette.
No, so what he said is
No, you know what I mean.
oral sex has caused the recent bout with throat cancer. Without getting too specific, this particular cancer is caused by the HPV virus, which comes from cunnilingus.
Okay, so he's eating.
How much pussy you got to eat to get throat cancer? That's fucking wild.
I think what he's saying though is the HPV, which is like
are there warnings?
like on the you
Don't
have
eat too much box.
You can
How
have a
much
warning
box you
sign
been
on a pack
eating?
of cigarettes. You have a warning tattoo.
What,
next to
how
a
much
badge.
are you allowed to eat?
I think it's the specific.
Can you? Is it like the same box okay, or is it like more of a consumption thing?
Like variety box.
Well, if you're eating too many fruits, is that worse?
You get an upset stomach. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Does it go back the other way? Like if you're working too much
pain?
Can you also get throat cancer? Because it's a bit more in your throat.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's a bit more throaty.
It's way more throaty.
Depending on your dick.
Well,
you'd hope.
Well, depending on how much you can muster.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think you actually can.
Okay, good.
Oh, at least it's all fair in love and war.
And through deep kissing as well.
What do you mean deep kissing?
Hissing?
Deep
Kissing.
Not hissing. Kissing.
Kissing. Kissing. Cats and snakes.
Like,
Yeah,
it's a bit throaty. It's a bit throaty.
Who the fuck's doing that?
Hang on.
You hiss too much.
What do you mean? Like, are you talking like a real deep Frenchie? Like,
Yeah.
I think
Is this
so.
like,
you'd have to have a long tongue.
yeah, is this like, yeah, Gene
I've never
Simmons?
hit the back of a throat on a Frenchie.
Dude, if you'd hit the back of the throat, that'd be disconcerting. Get a little tickle of the fucking dingle. Whatever that
What is that thing called? No one knows. No one knows. It's so visible. You can see it.
No one
knows what it's
not
called.
got a name. I thought it was a trachea.
Your uvula.
Uvula.
Told you no one knew.
Uvula, not a trachea. Trachea maybe a bit further back.
How do we tie this into our friends at
At
the
KO.
FFA?
On the FFA, sorry, you're right. Well, listen, I can't exactly remember. All I think that we need to say, Eddie, as classy individuals who have kept it classy for the entirety of this podcast, is that we're really proud of the boys.
So proud.
We're proud of the boys. We're proud of the Roos.
So proud that it's sometimes like that sort of pride where you can feel it coming out your chest.
Yeah.
That's
The nation's heart beating as one for a fucking for a soccer
in
side
unison.
that no one thought was going to do a goddamn thing. And we barely made the thing. We barely made it.
Well, we went the fucking tough way. We had to go to the playoffs, and then you got to play third in Asia in the other pool, and then
We
you
were
got to go
90%
and play in
A-League
South
sides as
America.
well.
Who did we play to make it? Uruguay again, or was it Costa Rica or something? Peru.
We had to knock out Peru to get
Fucking
through.
Peru. Good luck, bruh. Then we get him by the skin of our sacks and we get to work. Denmark, the pastries, bin yourself.
Pastries in the bin, dude.
Tunisia, sorry, bruh. Next question. On your bike.
The French, we scared ya.
The French were
We
scared.
scared ya.
Mbappe shitting himself, wiping poo out of his dacks. And then the Argentinians.
Who were technically beat, save for a Matt Ryan fuck up.
listen.
Not his fault.
Listen, it wasn't Matt's fault that he was fucking
In the
thought he
wrong
was messy
place,
in the
yeah.
6-yard box. It's
Yeah.
not his fault.
It's not his fault, but it was him that fucked it.
Look, if you put a gun in my head and you said blame someone, I'd have to blame Matt. But
But
I'm
no
not
one's
doing
putting a gun
I'm
to
not
our head.
doing that.
Well, no one's putting a gun to our head.
Do you see a fucking Glock to my head, Tom? No.
Or a sawn off,
Or a Sawney?
pump action.
Or a pumpy? No.
No, you don't. So we won't be blaming Matt Ryan. But if
Wouldn't
we
do it.
had to,
Yep.
then
And all I'm saying is if Ryan Grant was there,
In the
Ryan with
goals.
an RH,
yeah, RHYAN.
YAN, if he was on the field playing D, tight, hot, sexy, sweaty D,
Yeah.
I don't think we don't let it in a goal all tournament.
No.
Now, I know that Graham Arnold's rough, gruff, loves eating muff, but
Made of the right stuff.
but I do question his selection, and
Yeah.
I think that his omission of Ryan Grant, one of the great footballers of all time, good country,
Stock.
fucking where's he
Canamble,
from?
Canoblin,
Canandra.
Canandra. I
Good
knew it started with an S, though.
Good honest Canandra stock. I think they filmed a movie there once. Now, why do I know that? Because I've got a memory of we stopped in Canandra because I'm pretty sure Canandra's on the way from Dubbo to Cowra. If you
Right.
want to go to Cowra from Dubbo, you go through Canandra. You can
Okay.
also go to Canberra that way. A lot of C's.
Yep.
And I have this vague recollection of getting a meat pie or a sausage roll in town.
Sounds like
and
a real
someone,
good memory.
And someone saying that they filled the whole town in with dirt, made like a dirt road. They filmed the movie there.
Ryan, let us know.
Let us know, Ryan. Is that true?
Now, I mean, towns have had films filmed in them.
Not all towns.
Now, that's a good point.
Not all towns.
Not all towns.
I haven't seen.
Strangerland? About a big dust storm?
I don't think you've seen the movie.
Did I say I
When
had?
was it made?
Did I say?
2015.
No, you're not going through getting a meat pie then. It's got to be earlier.
No, it's got to be.
Nicole Kidman?
You got to be a pup.
We're
I'm
looking
assuming.
we're looking at
Pup territory for you, right?
Fuck, we'd be looking at early 2000s. Early 2000s. Maybe late 90s. Probably early 2000s. Anyway, Ryan Grant would have won the World Cup for the nation. That's my opinion.
No, I think that's where I'd land on that as well. Eddie, I'm sure there might be a couple other tidbits. I can't think of any other than Tai Tuivasa getting fucking stomped by that dude in the UFC, who I'm obviously sad about. Love Tai. But
are we in a situation where are we in like a tire lull? We've been in tire lulls before.
He was on a 5-fight win streak when he fought Cyril Gane, dropped him. This fucking Russian dude that he went up against, though, was fucked.
No, but what I'm trying to suggest, Tom, is like, maybe it's a couple of losses here for Ty, like he's had in the past, and then he go on another run.
Yes.
Like a really fun run.
A fun run. Not to be mistaken for a fun run.
No, a fun run.
But a fun run.
Like a run that he goes on that's fun.
Yes, where he just knocks a bunch of cunts out.
Fucking oath.
I think
that Russian's a scary motherfucker.
Yeah, he's going places. That scary Russian. I think he stopped Derek Lewis in like 2 seconds, and then he literally, do you see Ty's face? He hucked him up inside like a minute.
Yeah, I saw it. I actually, again, was on honeymoon time. Forgot it was on. Saw a couple of messages come through the group chat going, oh shit, went and investigated and was flabbergasted at what I saw. It was
brutal. That kind of some power.
Power, dude.
Dude.
He's a fucking big motherfucker. Can we get his dimensions, please, Tobler? Because he's
thick as fuck.
Fucking
dude. Terrifying.
Thick, bro.
Terrifying. He's like he's not at Francis Ngannou level yet, but he's in the top. Well, he beat 4, so he'd be in the top 4 now. So he's there. But I think
he's tied 4th.
Yeah, because he beat the number 1.
No,
he beat Derek Lewis.
No, he beat 2.
So he was 3 in the world. Then he lost to Cyril. I think maybe went to 4. I don't know who's 3.
Cyril.
Probably Francis, Cyril, Stipe, maybe.
Yeah, makes sense.
So Sergey Pavlovich is 6'3" and 116 kilos.
Dude, he seems even bigger than that.
84-inch reach.
What is that in pounds?
255 pounds.
Yeah, okay. That's around.
As in pounds sterling or pounds?
Yeah, no, what is he in value? Like, what's he in the English? What's he worth?
He's Russian, so I'm not sure what the conversion rate is.
Oh, fuck. You got a little nip, do you?
Are you going to have a nip on it?
Well, if you've asked for
you
one.
one up?
Well, no, I'll have a nip. You've come back, you've seen the monsters I've been doing.
Yeah.
Is that enough? Or you want more?
No, that's fine.
You've seen the monsters.
No, I'm not going to sit here for 3.5 hours.
You've seen the monsters Daddy's been getting up to while you've been away, have you?
I'm not sitting here with 3.5 hours. No way.
Well, we'll be here till 3 in the morning.
That's why I'm not doing it. You fucking forget about that.
Well, mate, I've got to be up all morning looking after fucking Kidley.
I'm going to go out to fucking Mount Druitt.
Honestly, if I didn't love my children so much, I'd prefer to do that.
Well, just fucking stick the iPad in front of him and have a nap.
Well, that's a bad parent.
Yeah, but
it's not a bad parent. It depends. Sometimes I say it to Steph all the time. Steph's such a weapon mum. I'm like, hey, dude, like she was sick the other day, and then she took him to the beach. I'm like, dude, how about you just take a fucking day off?
Yep.
Just whack him in front of the TV.
Buy him a Game Boy or something.
A Game Boy's still around?
Don't know.
Game Boy's still getting into their work, or is it Nintendo Switch now?
I think it's probably a Switch.
Yeah, Switches, I'm pretty sure.
Can you get something smaller than a Switch?
Switches are pretty fucking cool, dude.
The kid in me, and obviously we've been over that in this podcast about how giddy I got at the water park. Yeah. The kid in me wants a Switch.
Should we get a Switch?
Yes.
Let's get a Switch.
Think you can get like Switch minis?
You know what we need to get?
2 Switches.
Before we get Switches, we need to fire up that fucking 64. We need to go and get Mario Party. Do you remember and Super Smash Brothers and shit?
Let's
get nostalgic, bro.
I never played that much Mario Party or Super Smash
Brothers. Mario Party was a fucking vibe.
I remember playing it, but
because there's all these little like mini games in there. You like blow up balloons and like fucking, it's fun, dude.
Okay.
Hey, have you played Smash Brothers?
Yeah, but not for, I couldn't remember it. Let's play some GoldenEye, cunt.
Smash Brothers.
Oh, we've got Smash Bros.
Do we?
Yeah.
We're
Do we
playing.
have GoldenEye?
We need Mario Party.
Well, you look into Mario Party and you find one that works, unlike Tom who buys fucking shit that is unverified of fucking sellers that are from Nigeria. Anyway.
I can't confirm or deny the truth that I don't have any clue where I got it.
You're a fucking idiot. Just shockingly. Anyway.
We got some updates to do to this space, though.
We do. Listen, big things coming in 2023.
Yep.
Big things.
Couple of things in the works, which is good.
I'll say this actually, just because I'm
had a couple of techies.
Yeah, I've had a couple of techies, and I'm fucking feeling a bit fruity, a bit fresh. Keep your Thursday nights free.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say. Keep your Thursday nights free.
Yeah, and I imagine because it's during the week, most people will, so that's probably a good thing.
Keep every Thursday free.
Keep your Thursdays free.
Keep your Thursdays free because Thursday's gonna be things happening on Thursday. Well, not things, a thing. Every Thursday.
The only thing.
The only thing. Every Thursday, something will be happening. Every Thursday. Every week. Not every week, but every week during a certain specific amount of time on Thursdays. There'll be something happening every Thursday. During a specific time of year.
Yeah.
During a specific sport.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday on a specific
day.
Partner. Channel. Provider. Streamer.
Who we're big fans of.
Yeah.
Keep Thursdays free.
Keep Thursdays free.
That's also probably a reminder for Tobler. To keep his Thursdays
Well, I've been
free.
looking at him the whole time.
Yeah. Keep your Thursdays free.
Or there's the door. You can start later. Well, maybe not.
Nah, listen.
You can have Friday off. That's fair.
Sweet.
That's fair.
That's very fair. Unless we've got something we need him for.
But generally speaking, he can keep it free.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Dude, fuck, we're good.
We are. Now, where are we at?
I think we're at a fucking thanks for coming. We go and maybe knock out a couple of fucking game. We get a game of pool while we finish.
We're going to play one game.
We haven't played for ages.
We haven't played for ages. I will say this, Tom. I will say this. I was in the Bahamas. I was at Rose Island. I was with the captain of my ship. It wasn't a ship, it was a boat.
Yeah.
There's a pool table there.
On the boat?
No, at the bar.
I was going to say,
we had
fucking
lunch.
pool table on a boat's ridiculous.
Absurd.
Wouldn't work.
Wouldn't. And I'm like, I'm getting balls. He's like, well, you shoot, do you? I'm like, listen, I'm not going to say I shoot, but I play a bit. He's like, right, I rack him up, cunt. Rack him up. Who wins fucking 3-0? The big dog.
Oh, you do?
So maybe we are getting better than we think.
Maybe we are better than we think. I haven't played fucking barely at all since you've been. I reckon maybe 2 games since you've been gone.
Maybe we're getting better than we think. Maybe.
Well, we'll find out.
We will find out. No, but I'm not talking about you and I. I'm saying that
just
maybe,
generally in the world.
In the world of pool, like in the world in which pool exists.
Yeah, maybe we're like higher up the rankings globally.
You'd want to fucking hope so, cunt. The
You
amount
would.
of games we played.
No, you're right. You're dead right.
Great to be back with the punter and the dribbler. I will be around for a while.
I don't think you're going anywhere.
Well, like I'm going away in January for a week.
Yeah, we're still doing the fucking podcast.
But I mean me in person, which is exciting for everyone.
I'll be around for a while. We're all excited. Eddie's back for a couple of weeks. Fucking hell.
Fucking oath, cunts.
All right. Horizontal season may be on sale this Sunday. Rose fucking gone. How good is Rose? Thanks to everyone who bought it. Fuck neighbourhood in Bondi. And we'll see you Thursday.
Yep.
Scope on All Talk this week.
He is. What a great fucking
What a
bloke
great
he
guy.
is.
What a great guy. We'll see you next week. This week, Thursday. We'll see you Thursday.
Could you two just not talk anymore?